Does my butt have morning breath?
Yo, yo, yo!
Gang, gang, a podcast today keeps the doctor away. You already know what it does. I'm Styles the Prophet.
I'm B Show.
I'm Jonesy.
And this is the 4G Audio Podcast. We're the Basement Weirdos, and this is the 4G Audio Podcast.
That's right. You got it.
Oh, shit. If you're going to do it right.
That's right. Or don't do it at all, motherfucker.
Cheers, boys.
Hey, cheers.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy episode
Cheers.
103.
Yes, sir.
So I just want to say I just got news not too long ago that one of my dad's really good friends passed away. We used to always go to his house on St. Paddy's Day and party and shit.
Like the bearer of bad news, man.
Yeah.
We were talking about it last
So
week.
he's like, he likes to pay respect to these.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no,
It's been
so
a common theme in the last couple episodes.
well, and it's just because, shit's happening, I guess. But
Yeah.
so he was just honestly, man, fucking hilarious dude. He was like one of those old lads that always had like the funny sayings and shit like that, like every situation that happened, he always something funny to say and shit, always like bugging us, teasing us and shit, right? Super cool dude. The fucking rest in peace to Gordy Byer. You're a fucking beauty and you'll always be a legend in my eyes.
Rest in peace.
Gang, that deserves another cheers, boys.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Here.
What do you got in that cup? That's the Sprite and gin?
Yeah, I got some Bombay.
Nice. So,
No, don't do this to me.
I mean, I'd like to say our guest canceled, but
We actually never heard from our guest tonight. So does
not-
he even exist though?
yeah, exactly.
Yo,
yeah.
I've been asking this shit for almost over a year now.
And if you're a real fucking day one follower fan of ours, you'll know who we're talking
You
about.
should. Yeah, that's
But,
right.
We're not going to put his name on blast.
No,
But at the
'cause it's
same
all
time,
love.
yeah, I was going to say, at the same time, it's all love, homie.
Yeah.
You know
will
what
be
it
another
does.
time.
And yeah, we'll get you in again for sure. Still kind of hoping maybe he hits us up and comes in late.
You never
but
know.
Either way, fucking
Never
right.
know.
We're still here. And okay, actually, you know what? I was going to say we're still here and we're a little bit late. I'm just going to start off with this. So, our lawyer got us a fucking Airbnb. And we're all going to hang out there afterwards, I think. And it's in the Quebec side. And it's balling as fuck. If you check out our story on Instagram, you'll see it's balling. But where am I going with this? Okay, so we're in the Quebec side, right? We've had trouble with this before where we're in the Quebec side in an Airbnb and we're trying to Uber across to get to a concert or get to a show that we're performing at or whatever. Waiting for this Uber was supposed to come. And then I look and it says the Uber was canceled.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I'm like, how can they do that? Like, you say you're going to come.
And it was about 15 minutes away too.
So then I ordered again and I'm like, okay, well, fucking was having trouble finding rides and shit. It wouldn't show up. So then this guy, fucking Khaled, his name is Khaled, like DJ Khaled, and he confirmed he was going to pick us up.
Yeah, he accepted one for
And
the boys.
Then it said it was going to be 17 minutes. I'm like, okay, whatever. At least it's ordered and we're going to be late. but
Gives us
let's just
time to
it,
do
right?
us, you
And
know?
so it said we were going to be there 8:15. So okay, yeah, whatever. So then we're waiting and it says he's 17 minutes away still. And it shows him on the map. And I'm like, okay, either my phone's like not loading the data so that he is not showing that he's like halfway to us now. Or he's legit still sitting there. So I messaged him like, you know what, let's just see. So I'm like, hey man, I just want to double check. You're coming to pick us up at this address. And he's like, actually, wait. Wait. I'm going to pull up the actual fucking conversation.
Yeah. Fucking Khaled, man. Really put a dent into our night. Y'all can blame Khaled for our tardiness and our fucking lateness.
No. Okay, so actually, you know what? I can't find the message, but I do have a screenshot of the message. He said, I'm coming, but I need some time because I have another passenger in the pharmacy waiting for him. Okay, so we saw him sitting there 17 minutes away, and then later we saw him still sitting there 17 minutes away. And then he says this. So now I get the impression that he's accepted a ride from us, or like he's accepting that he's going to give us a ride, but has someone in the car, and not even has them in the car, they're in the pharmacy, he's fucking waiting for them. So I'm like, then don't accept trips you can't make. If you're busy, you're busy.
Right.
And he's like, you can cancel the trip if you want, or if you're in a hurry. So I said, fuck you, bud, and I canceled the trip. Legit said, fuck you, bud. I will post it wherever you want to see it.
Shit.
DM me, I'll send it right to you. But yeah, he's a piece of garbage. I was going to say piece of shit, but whenever I was talking to the cab company who did pick us up, I wish I could remember your name. Thank you.
Oh, man, yeah.
Shit, one sec. Wait, they messaged me.
I was going to say, you got a message from them.
But no, I was like, man, don't accept the fucking ride if you can't pick us up. And the other thing is fucking, don't be a douchebag. Like, don't be like, oh yeah. So my point is that I switched from calling him a piece of shit to a piece of garbage because I was talking to a really nice guy on the phone, very, very nice guy on the phone. And he said that he would fucking come pick us up and there was no problem. I don't read French, I'm sorry. Suivez votre taxi ici. Votre taxi est en direction.
That's like the most English pronunciation.
Yeah, totally.
Gardez l'oeil over pour votre chauffeur. So as you can see, the taxi company name is not in the, I don't know French, but I don't think that's the taxi name. I really wish I could tell you who it was. It was, their number though is 819-684-7777.
How did you find it though? Google?
What?
That number. The taxi company.
Oh, I just found their number in the text message they sent me.
But to call them in the first place.
Oh, I Googled it, but I Googled taxis near me. So if I do it here, it's gonna do Ontario taxis.
I get you.
But where am I going with this? But
yo, shout out to I hope I get this right, Mummin Murden. He wants to come up for an interview.
Yeah, let's get it. DM us on Instagram.
Yeah, I know Jonesy already took care of that.
Okay, but
directed them to
but no,
you.
so I was just saying, so the Uber didn't come. We got the nice guy in the taxi, and I even on the phone, I stopped him. I said, wait, one sec. He was like, oh yeah, have a nice day. I'm like, wait, one sec. He's like, what? Yeah? I'm like, you're a fucking beauty. And because he was, and I will say the taxi was a little bit more expensive than the Uber, but you know what? The fact that they actually came and picked us up and they weren't being pieces of garbage, I fucking salute you.
Probably
and again,
within...
It's my bad for not having your fucking name. I guess I could just reverse search.
That's what I was kind of
implying,
I was going to do it. But, yeah. Within, what, 5 to 10 minutes,
Aylmer Cab Gatineau.
Easy enough. There you go.
So yeah, fucking hit those guys up if you're ever in Quebec and your Uber's being a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
And by the way, Khaled, if you're listening,
No star.
Yeah, no stars. I'm gonna fucking message Uber and tell them that you're like, I wouldn't say you're rude to me, but you were definitely a little bit like in the wrong.
You tried to sexually harass us, right, man?
Yeah.
Just fucking leave
They
us alone.
saw it. But yeah, and you know what? The girl before him that didn't pick us up, you're not a piece of garbage, but I just don't understand why you did us like that.
I'm so curious about that one.
How'd you cancel
we
that
weren't
shit?
late either.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't even remember that.
That one was about 15 minutes out. I think we were out the door in maybe 5-7 minutes, you know.
Oh,
and we were out there
plenty of time.
Yeah, and once we got out there, you were like,
do
it's
it?
canceled. Give her.
All right. So I was doing this at the Airbnb.
Yeah,
And,
I'm not gonna take.
I'm gonna do it again. I got this full send fucking
That's like
shotgun tool.
the genius.
Yeah.
Oh
creation
man,
of engineering.
and it's also opening your beer on this side.
Yeah, that's right.
But if you want to be a man about it,
You chug it.
you can do this. Like, oh no,
You're getting good at that. You're finding the sweet spot.
that one sprayed everywhere.
Oh, did it? I didn't
Yeah,
even
it
see
went
it.
up here.
Okay.
All right. Fuck, here we go. And then after this, we're going to talk about how MGK said that Eminem ruined his rap career.
Right, yeah.
It's funny because I tried
Yeah.
Googling. I tried Googling the number and I saw that as one of the fucking news ads. I'm like, oh, perfect, a topic.
Yeah.
Here we go, boys.
Let's get it. The Prophet. Hey. 4G audio, baby. Yo, if you don't know yet, go hit our page. Look for that gold bar submission. It's actually in our stories right now. Go check out the details. And if you're a rapper, sign up for that shit. Check out what you can win. Deadline, December 15th.
Yeah, you only have 11 days.
Plenty of time.
But
Let's get it.
yeah, I guess in the real world that's not a lot. I mean, that's lots of time.
Plenty of time. You want $100 and 1,000 milligram chocolate gold bar edible?
I mean, I guess we should say the date just for anyone. Like, that's December 15th, 2020.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
not-
Can't just say
yeah,
11
yeah.
days. Yeah, yeah. They watch it in 10 years from now. Like in 11 days. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll enter in that shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Damn straight. You know what I was thinking the other day too, and this is just random, but there was somebody that passed away. I don't know when or whatever or exactly who it was, but it was somebody that was like, I mean, in whenever I saw this, they told all the details. I just forget. But it was somebody who died that maybe did like a podcast or like did some kind of like their voice was recorded somewhere, right? And it wasn't like, oh no, you know what it was? I know exactly what it was. No Jumper, Adam 22 did a podcast with his parents. And
That's pretty cool.
And the people were bugging him, like no, Little House Phone and shit was like, man, he's like, you fucking did that like how long ago? And you never released it. He's like, oh, I'm not releasing it. He's like, but like my parents died. He's like, I can sit and watch that.
Yeah.
And like, you know, whatever, right? I was like, man, that's crazy.
That's
actually I never thought of it. I'm like, cool. I'm like, because I imagine that like, you know, if anything happened to any of us or whatever, right? They could be like, hey, well, like,
man,
go hear his voice on this shit
yeah,
or whatever, right?
Well, that's it. Like, go like see them like you get to see them live again and shit. But not only that. When it comes to your own parents, like he can go back and watch a conversation that he had.
Yeah, it's just like a home video or anything.
You
Like,
relive
it's like
that
an actual,
moment again for real and have like a visual representation. Might be hard at first, but I bet in the long run that would be very. I bet he'd be happy to have that. You know.
Yeah. Well, because him and Cam,
I think I would be.
Little House Phone and Cam Girl were saying like, oh, like, why can't we have, you know, like, oh, you're allowed to, or like, you know, you did this, but we can't do it.
Well,
and
it's
he's
his
like,
fucking show and
but
shit.
He's like, man, excuse me. He's like, it's not a fucking thing. He's like, I'm not making it a fucking thing to enter the podcast with parents or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, I just did it, and they're like, well, fuck, I'm like, whatever. He's like, no, I'm not releasing it.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. But I thought that was cool. I'm like, actually, that's pretty cool. Or like, he does his so his sister's like husband or whatever, is the like Jonesy.
He's like an audio engineer.
Yeah, so he's on the other side of the room doing the shit.
Oh,
No. But he's on the other side of the room doing the shit.
Okay.
And they're always like, Josh, hey, fucking Josh,
Right.
Josh. Like, pull this up, Josh.
Yeah.
Well, the Josh dude is Adam's
brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law. Yeah, I was going to say stepbrother. He's his brother-in-law. Well, he has kids with Adam's sister.
Right.
So sometimes, like, the kids come into the shop and shit, right?
Oh, okay.
So he said, he's like, man, the other day, he's like, I was sitting here watching fucking, they set it all up and they let Josh's kids do a podcast.
No,
but it was
way.
just them sitting there like playing with games,
games
or playing with toys and shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, man. And I forget why he told the story, and it's not really important because that's my story. But he gave a story about like, you know, I was watching them, and like one of them said this or whatever, or like whatever, right? But then I thought of him like, that's pretty cool, man. And like clearly they're not posting that or anything,
right? But they have it.
But still, it's like even now, it's like the opposite. It's like when they're older and they're still alive.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this. That's, you know.
Well, man, that's so true though. Like people of that kind of whatever you want to call it with that platform, they're recording shit like non-stop. You know,
mean, like you people.
Oh, did I say you people?
No, you said that type of person or something like
yeah.
that.
I meant like a content creator, right?
No,
like,
I know you didn't mean it. It's just that I was thinking like, you know, like
you're trying to make it racist.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
like just general, like
I was just like, shit, did I actually say that?
No.
But you know what I mean? Like a content creator, they're filming so much stuff, man. But yeah, like to just go and do that like in their own time, because like for one, that's what they do. But then that's so cherishing to their personal being. Like that's actually pretty cool. I respect that. And yo, shout out to Raylyn, Two Baked Girls.
Yo, yeah, shout out Two Baked Girls. How are they watching our show? Because we're late.
We are late. But
yeah, I was gonna say they should be on their show.
Oh, but they're Central Time at 9,
exactly,
so
they're at 9.
Yeah, that'd probably be like 10 our time.
I think it's 10 our time because my buddy's Central right now and he's an hour.
Right. So
they're doing away with that, eh?
Yeah.
No.
Apparently they're doing away with the fucking...
No, they're not. That's, they're doing away with daylight savings
That's
time.
what I'm saying. Yeah. Because I just said now we're an hour ahead of my buddy who's Central Time. And I'm saying now because of the time change, we're ahead of them. So I was saying
'Cause they don't.
What? See,
Or no, we're not ahead of them. We were 2 hours before the time change. We were 2 hours.
So they don't do the time change?
No, they don't. We don't.
Yeah,
we
they
do.
don't.
We
But-
do. That's
but-
what I'm saying. They
but
don't. So
Yeah.
My
Okay,
point is, I just didn't give all the detail. I just said that now we're an hour ahead of them, but because of the daylight savings time, but saying they're doing away with daylight savings
Right,
time. I
yeah.
just didn't.
I thought you meant like with Eastern Standard and
Yeah.
like Central.
No, that would never. Yeah,
Like, how do you
it's
do
like,
that?
yeah, it's 2 a.m. here and in China.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, the memo goes out. Sorry, China, but nighttime is now daylight for you.
Yeah. Yeah, she says they start in 45 minutes.
Okay, yeah. So tell us actually, well, they can't really tell us, but I heard that, I think we were talking about this in the car, that Manitoba
Oh,
or Saskatchewan or some shit is supposed to be
Winnipeg.
doing the Oregon thing.
Oregon thing.
Oregon, sorry.
Oh, legalizing.
Decriminalizing
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, I shouldn't say legalizing.
mushrooms and coke and shit.
Yeah.
Like hard drugs. But the thing is, you're only allowed to have like a couple doses or whatever, right?
Right, yeah, like a personal amount or
Yeah.
whatever they would
Which
consider.
makes sense because like
Yeah, you don't
even
want to
Jonesy
be
was
like,
saying, he's like, that's like another
intent to
charge.
distribute.
You're like,
Yeah, yeah,
If you have a bunch, anyway.
that's right.
Yo,
That
shout
is
out to
correct.
our sponsors at Greengrass Oasis.
Oh man, nothing but love.
Gang. They're actually the best. They gave us this money or penny bags extracts fucking shattered like a while ago. It's Nebula Sativa, 77% THC. Gang. It looks like the fucking the properties from Monopoly and shit.
It's green
But-
too, yeah.
Green what?
North Carolina Nebula.
Oh, it's
Kinda
oh, nice. I
backwards,
see.
though.
Oh yeah. Well,
If
no,
you're a
but-
Marvel fan, it's kind of backwards. Like Nebula's blue, but her sister is
green-
fucking
but-
Gamora, who's green.
But isn't
yeah.
Green Nebula a thing?
Maybe.
Or maybe I'm thinking Blue Nebula, but I thought Green Nebula was a thing. Anyways, but no, so they give us this fucking shatter, and I fucking just rolled a blunt, and I, like I said, this has been sitting
That's,
around for a little bit.
Powerful.
So this has been sitting around for a little bit, and we've had their house-made shatter, and we've been smoking a lot of that, and then I fucking realized we had this, and it's a really nice fucking consistency that you can like roll into a snake. So I took the rest of it, and I tucked it inside that blunt with the serious black, and with the fucking Russian cream backwood.
Mm.
Fuck.
Thing of fucking amazement, you know? It's a thing of beauty. Piece of art. Smoke a piece of art.
I know I did this before, and it only hurts us, but go check out No Jumper podcast. Also check out At the End of the Day with AD.
That's a good one.
It's No Jumper like sponsored, but it's AD. He's a rapper from California, and he does some shit on there, and it's just him talking, him and Yazzie and shit. But I really like those ones because like even other than like yeah, they talk about like shit that I know or whatever, right? Like they're talking about different rappers, or they're talking about this, they're talking about that, like, you know, like current events and like what do you call it? Like pop culture or like whatever,
Yeah.
right? But other than that, they talk about shit that's like, I'm like, cool, like maybe not like Joe Rogan where I'm like, cool, that's a good fact to know or whatever, right? But in the sense of like, hey, like they're thinking the same things I'm thinking, they're doing the same things, they're saying the same things or whatever, right?
Right.
Because like even too, like I think I was telling you guys today, the other day I had a fucking, well, I didn't tell you guys this, I just said like that I listened to No Jumper today, and they did two things that
Yeah.
I fucking was gonna talk about.
Yeah.
And so I got a burger. So I'll tell my story real quick, and then you'll see what's up. But so I went to McDonald's the other day, and I got a fucking crispy chicken. I haven't had a crispy chicken since I was like 12 or 13 years old, like little. Fucking, that might be exaggeration. Might have had one since then, but just never. I used to eat them when I was a kid all the time, and like if you remember, crispy chickens used to like look a certain way, and like the outside like felt a certain way and shit. And I got this thing, and it looked like maybe they had like it had been in there for a while, so they had like recooked it or some shit. Because it was, and I'm not complaining, it was good. It was still good. It was just the outside was extra crispy, and it was like, I mean, it's a crispy chicken, but I mean, it was just different breading or something,
Yeah.
right? And again, I'm not offended. I don't care. I'm not mad about it. But I just thought, fuck, that's weird. And it was the outside was a little bit tough. But
Yeah.
anyways, so then I'm listening to the podcast today, and fucking that's the at the end of the day podcast with AD on No Jumper. But anyway,
No, it's good that you did that.
So I was listening to that, and actually Adam22, who's not normally on the show, who is No Jumper, he like runs the show. He happened to be on the show as a guest host or whatever. Well, they're fucking. He's talking about how he's like, you know what makes me mad? And they have another podcast called Mad Lately. He goes, you know what makes me mad lately? He's like, see what I did there?
Yeah.
But anyway, so he goes, man, I went to McDonald's and they fucking gave me this burger. I got the crispy chicken and blah, 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 whatever. And they're like, yeah, man, like, was it soggy and shit? He's like, no, man. He's like, it was hard. And he's like, man, it's not like I remember. I'm like, what the fuck? And like, the thing is this podcast is probably from like last week or 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, like, he said it way before I had the experience, but I was just listening to it now, and I just had the experience like yesterday, the day before or something.
Living his twin life.
Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly. But seriously, I'm like, man, what the fuck? So then it was earlier today or last night. I watched the Nelk Boys video. Shout out to Nelk Boys. They're from Toronto.
Hey. Yeah.
Doing big things. NELK Boys. Go check it out. But none of these people are paying us, just so you know. But the Nelk Boys, so I saw one of their videos. I was like, man, you know what? I'm like, I've shouted them out on here before and shit and whatever. But I was like, I'm going to fucking say something about them and be like, hey, man, go check out their new video and like, whatever, like fucking Nelk Boys gang, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I should find a fucking spot to plug them or something, right? This is that moment. This is that moment where I plug them. But,
Already did.
But at the same time, I'm also telling a story about them. But so point is that now I'm listening further into this podcast.
Right.
That's at the end of the day with AD and Yazzie on No Jumper. But sorry, I'm just trying to be annoying. But anyway, so point, I'm listening further into this podcast, and they say, he goes, man, he's like, they're talking about how AD is like a drinker, like he drinks all the time.
Yeah.
Like he's like, by the sounds, not like waking up and drinking, but like, you know, he always finds a party by the end of the night type thing. So he's like, man, he's like, you know what? He's like, I think you'd be, or no, that guy said, he goes, man, he's like, yeah, you said I'd be a good fucking Nelk boy or whatever the fuck.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, man, he's like, the Nelk boys, he's like, fucking whatever. And he's talking about how they like, he's like, they just fucking just get drunk and they're just fucking whatever and they just go and shit and whatever. And he's telling stories about their videos and shit. He's like, but yeah, you guys should check them out, this and that. I'm like, the fuck, man? I'm like, and it's not like, man, and like I tell you guys, man, I leave the podcast sometimes and I drive home and I listen to the fucking some No Jumper shit, whatever it is, and they're talking about shit that we talked about. And like I said, I've said this before too. Sure, it might be about fucking King Von died or whatever because we talked about it and it's like current events.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like we were talking about one time like how. We were talking about how
the hip hop thing.
No, well, there's lots, but no, just the one I'm thinking of though is the thing of like oh shit. We were talking about like how if there was like a kid that didn't have the opportunity to go to school and didn't have the money and shit and whatever, could have been the person that figured out the cure for cancer and shit. So we were talking about that type of shit. And we were talking, I think we brought up, if we didn't bring it up, the guest did, but something about like, you know, trying to do a foundation type thing for people like that.
Yeah.
To like whatever. Well, I fucking leave and I start listening to this podcast, and the podcast is again too, like I said, their podcast is probably 2 weeks old by the time I listen to it. But I'm listening to it, I'm like, man, they're talking about, yeah, like some people don't have the same opportunities, and like, what if that one kid that didn't get to go to college or what, you know? And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, they're talking about the same shit. I'm like, it's so like it's crazy, man. And like you said, I thought of it today, and this is when I really it like kind of sunk in. I'm like, I honestly feel like I'm like living a similar life as him,
right?
Like other than like the fucking podcast and shit and like stuff like that. I'm not trying to say that. It's just like
you're surrounded by celebrities,
same stories or like, you know, the same just little things, like just weird, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like you said, I'm not like surrounded by celebrities or like fucking whatever or like this and that, but but it's like, it's, you know what I mean? It's, I don't know. It's fucked up, man.
I could relate to something you're like into and listening regularly, and they, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, one that hits my mind was we were starting the gold bars thing around this time, right? And like, in
that's
hip hop, you don't use S's, you use Z's, right? And so, you know, gold bars challenge with the bars with a Z, like keeping it hip hop or whatever, right? And they were talking about that night.
But actually, even fucking cooler about that is that they, because I remember, because I said, I want to spell it with a Z. And then they've come on saying on the podcast saying in hip hop it's hip hop to replace an S with a Z and to replace an E in THE like or in the I mean with an A, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, not only like cool gold bars or whatever, right? But I'm like Styles the Prophet. I'm like, what? I'm like, as if I totally inadvertently did that. I mean, like, I picked it to be different or whatever, right? Actually, you know what? The THA was how Wu-Tang spelt it when they gave me the name. So that's just came from that. But then the Z on Styles, I just was like, I'm not spelling it with an S. I need to make it different. Yeah. So then if I write my name down somewhere, if I write my name down somewhere, it's not someone just wrote the word Styles, right?
With no
if someone
style.
put a Z or like, you know, it's like, yeah, no, it's not a last name. It's a Z, you know?
For sure,
like,
man, yeah.
But then, like I said, inadvertently, they're like, that's hip hop. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it, Grandma.
You're hip hop without even knowing.
Do I see like a light in here?
A light?
I see like a gap in here. Do I see a gap?
Yeah.
I see a gap.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what? We're gonna have to get our
other new angle here.
We're gonna have, oh, it's the other camera. Yeah, we're gonna have to get our fucking what do you call it? Our carpenter in here.
Yeah. So yeah, but whenever you went to Shotgun Night, you brought up MGK and Eminem. How MGK said that. I seen how he came out and said that. Did you?
Well, I don't see.
I saw an article.
Me too. It wasn't a big thing,
but he didn't actually.
No,
say that,
okay.
Right. So not from what I could tell, anyways.
Right.
The headline, it's like MGK admits that Eminem killed his rap career.
Yeah.
Right, and so that's why he's doing this like punk pop thing.
Right.
Now.
Yeah. I think he was already heading towards it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
At the same time, though, I don't know. I've always stood on the side of like that shit was planned and like.
So but that's the thing is I how do you say this? Like even with the Mad Child and the Snack the Ripper thing, there was another one, and then there was the MGK one.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Anyways, whatever. Then
like a
rap battle.
There was actual
like back and forth, like literally.
Mill.
It was literally like day for day, like or whatever, like the same as the Snack the Ripper and the MGK, or Snack the Ripper. You know what I mean?
There's another one happening at the same time.
There was one in between Snack the Ripper and Mad Child and MGK and Eminem, and there might even been one after that, but there was one between them that was like the same. Like it was like. You like
Tom McDonald and Easy Mac.
Thank you. Yeah, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
that
Easy
was,
Mac went on it.
Or was it Easy Mac?
No.
Who's that fucking?
Tom McDonald and
not Easy
Mac
Mac.
Miller. Or
no,
Macklemore.
No. It was the other Mac guy, the internet dude that can spit fast.
Mac 10.
Mac Lethal.
Or yeah. Sorry, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So then that's right. That's thank you.
And got there.
And even funny earlier too is you went into the washroom at the Airbnb and me and I asked Jonesy about something and he was like, yeah, or whatever. He's like, oh, I'm not sure, whatever. I'm like, Bisha will remember. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
And then fucking the funny thing is, I forgot to ask you, but then I did ask you, and as soon as I asked you, you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was
it
like,
just it was bugging me there, and it.
But
just
even right there,
out.
I'm like, yeah, if anyone's gonna remember, it's you.
Fucking right. Yeah, that's it. Tom McDonald, Mac Lethal.
But that's what I'm getting at is like, especially with when you see how fast they come out. Especially, did you see the Mad Child and Snack the Ripper one where, I don't know who was who, but say one came out on a fucking Tuesday.
Yeah.
The next one came out on a fucking Wednesday.
Yeah.
But it was just song for song.
Quick,
right?
yeah.
But then the next one came out on, like, you know, maybe 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah.
But then the next one was like, again, a day or two later.
Like the
response. With a video. Yeah, like
right.
with a video. And it's like, okay, like, how is that not planned? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, at the same time, you could go ahead and, like, write a response before they even release their response to yours.
True.
But how do you fucking put in responses from their fucking rap?
Yeah.
And
like
you know what I mean? So I'm like,
yeah.
man, I feel like it's planned. And honestly, I figured they were. Like, you know when like it's like we'll say like 9/11. I'm like pretty sure it wasn't like how they say it is.
Right.
You know? Like
good analogy.
Yeah,
you know,
that's deep.
I'm pretty sure. But so with the rap thing or
Yeah.
with the battle thing is that I'm pretty sure that it's just put on so it's like, hey, Like, let's share fans or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
In a different
It
way,
gets
you know? It's
hit-
not just this one song that we did together.
Yeah.
It's these fucking things where it was like, this was a moment in history kind
Yeah.
of thing, you know what I mean? Or in hip-hop history.
Generation versus generation, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's almost
so
like...
then, well, but what I was getting
Yeah.
at is that I was pretty much like, yeah, they're fucking in cahoots. Like, they're just making this happen or whatever, right? But then when it's said that MGK said that fucking Eminem ruined his rap career, when that was said or whatever, I was like, well, maybe it's not real, or maybe it's not made up then.
Right.
You know, like,
Right, because he's admitting to defeat or whatever.
but
And it's
also,
weird
but
to
also
hear
maybe
that after.
that's part of it too. He's like, man,
Exactly. Well,
go
it's-
tell them that you fucking think I raped you, and then like,
Yeah.
and then we'll fucking do it again. And
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
can rape me this
Right.
time, or like, you know.
like 2 years later too, you know.
Mhm.
It's like it's all about timing and and all of that. But
Actually, you know what? Sorry, real quick. I guess thinking about it too at the same time, the whole Eminem and MGK thing was about Eminem's daughter.
that's what started
So,
it. Yeah, you're
but
right.
it was years before that
Before,
happened.
yeah.
So even now that I say that, I'm kind of contradicting myself by saying that they could have been like, okay. What have you ever said or done wrong towards
Exactly,
me?
yeah.
Well, there's this
We'll
one time you
fuel it
said this
off
thing.
that. Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
in my mind, it is kind of a stretch. Like,
Yeah,
you know what? Fucking 2 years ago,
exactly.
you said this
man.
about my
Yeah,
daughter.
yeah.
Like, especially someone like Eminem, who's like, in my mind, someone that's like, I don't know, not that I know Eminem, but I feel like he's someone that doesn't really care.
Yeah.
Like, cool.
Or
Like, but he says shit all the time.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So for him to be like,
To take it
oh,
personally.
I'm mad at this. I mean, I
yeah.
guess it is. I guess it was a personal shot too. It wasn't just
And
like,
and how it's addressed, I guess it was
Yeah,
like
I
during
guess.
something public,
Alright.
maybe or something. I don't know, like
yeah,
a
true. It was
open
it was
interview.
Like, yeah.
Like it didn't need to be.
I think
brought
that's
up.
what it was. It was
Mhm.
like a red carpet thing.
Red,
or like
I was
that
gonna
thing,
say red
yeah.
carpet, like
So,
yo,
yeah.
we're here for this, and like oh yeah, me, and then
like
oh,
I said, at
Eminem's
the
daughter's
same
hot
time
or
too,
whatever,
it
right?
is like it is like a specific like I'm saying something about this person's daughter.
Yeah.
Whereas Eminem, the stuff he says is like in general about gay people or in general
Right, yeah.
about. I don't know. I feel bad because that's
Right.
the only example I could think of. But because he's always, you know.
You
But-
will never know though, because then you could think of this: what if MGK just was like, I'm on the red carpet. A red carpet. This is a famous event. I could say whatever I want and get like
Oh,
whether
yeah.
it's positive or negative. I could get a lot of attention my way depending on what I decide to say.
True
you know?
that, and maybe at the
And
time,
someone decides to-
Eminem was like, I mean, in my mind, Eminem's like always been pretty big. Like, I mean, now, like,
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like, you know what I mean? He's
Maybe
not.
not necessarily relevant because wasn't putting music out at that time for you know what I'm saying.
Well, yeah. See, so
But
I guess
has
what I was.
recently,
I guess
but-
what I was saying is like, yeah. So there's times where he's not relevant, but like, I don't know what
Or
I'm
not
getting at.
in
Point
the
is,
eye
I
of
guess
the
no,
public.
sorry. Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I think all the time I've always thought Eminem's good, but there's my point is like his clout, like how to
Yeah.
rise and fall.
Yeah.
So like my point is that maybe the reason, like you're saying, if he was like, okay, say something to like create some kind of drama or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Like good or bad press, right? So if he's like, okay, who's big right now?
Mhm.
Oh, Eminem just put out this, and he's another white rapper.
Yeah.
Boom, you know what I mean? So like you said, it could have been a fucking targeted thing. Like
Totally. Yeah.
I'm not saying like let's try and start this rap battle in 2 years, but like let's try and get people talking about what I said there.
Yeah.
You know, like
Exactly.
yeah. So maybe.
Imagine just sit down with like all these sort of people and hear what
Oh,
they,
no, sorry,
they
fuck.
talk about on the regular, like we are now.
Right.
Like what people
They'd be like, yeah,
uh,
yeah, like imagine if you like, you know, you fucking, oh yeah, of course you should diss Eminem. He was the #1 battle rapper, you know what I mean? Battle
like
rapper
them
ever.
sitting around talking.
Yeah,
about it.
like go at him, say something to him on Twitter or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like imagine a discussion these people would have about.
like me sitting here and being like, man, should I say this to Gucci Mane? Or
Yeah,
like, you know,
right.
should I tag him
Yeah.
in this or whatever?
Or
like,
for all we know, yeah, MGK's just with his boys, and he was like, "Why don't I just go at Eminem?" You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, or even-
you could, and obviously, like, it'll fucking light a fire under your ass. It'll either
Which actually,
fucking
like,
kill you or
did Eminem actually like? So he made the first like official like made it a beef, right?
wait one sec here.
Because I know like
I'm gonna pull an Adam right
what
here.
came first?
Wait, one
yeah.
sec, wait, one
MGK
sec, wait,
said
wait,
some
wait,
shit
wait.
about his daughter,
One sec.
but then like Eminem in the song reference is
Oh, you're right.
the-
In the album, his album revival in Not Like You,
yeah,
like
that,
or
yeah, something like that.
whatever.
Can't
And
wait.
yeah,
One sec. Who started the beef between Eminem and MGK? It even spelled their names right.
According to iHeartRadio, Eminem has opened up about the war of words between he and Machine Gun Kelly. It all started in 2012 when MGK tweeted about seeing a photo of Eminem's teenage daughter.
12.
I have to say, she is hot as F asterisk asterisk K, in the most respectful way
Hot as
possible,
fuck.
cuz M is king, he shared.
That's what.
Yeah.
So MGK.
Oh, but-
MGK tweeted, I have to say, because he saw a picture of his teenage daughter. He said, I have to say, she is hot as fuck, in the most respectful way possible, because M is king.
Yeah.
So that's, I guess, what he said.
Yeah.
I met the chicks from iHeartRadio.
It just clicked in my head though. So that was 2012.
Wait.
And yeah, you would think, oh, long time for Eminem to be like, hey, you said this about my daughter, right? What?
Oh, yeah,
You know what
Was like so
Sorry, I'm
brought it
reading
back
through.
in though? This is what it was that Tech 9 verse.
Exactly, yeah.
It was that Tech 9 verse. I just remembered that. Yeah, and MGK says something, it's been a minute, but he says something about you're going to need a doctor from Compton. You ain't a god, something about you ain't a god or something, right? Something along those lines, but then that's when Eminem heard that and decided to
Right.
I think on his album there with that song. And then I think Rap Devil came out, right?
Yeah.
And then Eminem responded with Kill Shot.
Yeah.
And then it was over after that,
yeah.
pretty much. It was left in our hands, the fans' hands.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, I think,
okay.
Pretty well.
So
yeah.
here, so
for sure.
okay, so I just read down to the part where he says she's hot as fuck, blah blah, whatever, this and that, right?
Right.
Eminem didn't see that tweet until a year later when he spotted it in a YouTube video. As a result,
That's right, he was saying that.
As a result, Eminem banned MGK and his music from appearing on his Sirius radio channel Shay 45.
Right.
MGK talked about issue. MGK never really talked about the issue until 2017 when he took a shot at Eminem during a freestyle rap for banning him from the station, which eventually caused Eminem to take notice and fire back on Kamikaze. Listen to Eminem explain his side of the story below. Oh, it's the Sway in the Morning interview.
Right, yeah.
So that was
they did like a
last
personal
September.
one-on-one, him and Sway about
That's
it.
what Sway does, and that's what the fucking thing is fucking, he does one with Kevin Gates, and they're sitting there smoking
Yeah,
cigars
yeah.
and shit. I like that.
So that's Kevin Gates's though, right? That you're talking about?
Which?
Kevin Gates does that one with the cigars and stuff, the
Yeah,
one-on-one?
but the one I was just talking about was whoever we were just talking about.
Sway?
That's why, yeah.
No, Eminem.
Eminem. Yeah,
It was
but
Sway and Eminem, but
Yeah.
yeah, it
Kevin
was,
Gates does one
But I was just
similar.
saying he does one similar
the
yeah,
one that
it's-
we've
it's
been
not
talking
Sway in the
about.
morning. It's like sitting on the
Right.
leather chairs
Yeah.
and like talking. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I getcha. For sure. I saw that Eminem and Sway interview, and Eminem
didn't.
explains it all.
It actually, it shows there's like a 8-minute kind of like breakdown of it, but even looking at the picture, it looks kind of similar. Like it's like kind of like dark lit, chilling and shit.
Yo, shout out to Jay.
Okay.
Yeah, John.
Oh,
Yeah. Table needs cleaning. Yo, it's actually, man, I was thinking about this table today, and I actually can't wait to, when we do get a new table or when we do move, which is happening. We've already talked
who
about
says
it.
we're getting a new table?
Well, we
What's
don't
gonna
need to,
happen
but
with
I
the
can't
table?
wait.
I was thinking about just getting
can't
another
wait
one.
to just
And, like,
take
side by side.
photos of this one and
Clear it all off.
clear it off and see it as a whole, you know?
Yeah, like
Man, it might look dirty, but this is actually going to be a beautiful thing, yo. We'll do something with this, and
yeah.
yo, this is Ottawa. This
Well,
table is Ottawa.
Yo,
Yeah,
you know what
This
we
is
should
you
do?
guys. This is
Guys,
you guys.
No, you know
can't,
what we should do, man?
like,
Is we should fucking take like a really good picture of it. Sorry, I don't have to talk like that. We should take a really good picture of it and fucking sell prints of it.
Oh, right.
that'd be
yeah.
sick.
put it
man.
on a
A
t-shirt or
nice
something,
long
like-
one. I'd like a
Yeah,
nice
man.
long one.
Fucking right.
The length of the table. Fucking, yeah.
That'd be sick, actually, man.
Who wants to
It would be.
buy prints for a table?
Yeah,
And you-
seriously, fucking
and you know
blow
what-
up the comments if you want to buy a print of our table.
You know what's nice, too, though?
8 million.
The top here's been what's covered the most, right?
Yeah,
when
it's
we
pretty
do
bare.
uncover it, you could write 4G Audio Podcast. Like, we could create it, right? Write it
yeah.
in there
Yeah.
across the whole top.
Gangster shit.
And then
Guest
all the
list.
signatures
The guest list.
underneath. Yeah.
Oh man, you know what? I forget now what it was. Oh, so
The pop thing? Is that what you're... You pointed at 75 and then you posted something on the stories with the cap.
oh, did I say that on episode 75? Did I say that?
I think so. Yeah. it was
Okay,
posted. I
okay.
saw
Whenever
it.
you said that, I'm like, what the fuck, man? How do you know? But yeah, so remember fucking Motive was like, yo, shout out to the whiteboard. He's like, what
Oh,
episode is this? We're
dude.
like 101. He's like, shout out to the whiteboard. He's like, it hasn't been used since episode
Yeah.
75. Well, fucking last night, remember I said
You
earlier?
made the post.
Remember I said earlier I was looking for fucking, well, I guess you guys know, but remember I said earlier I was looking for the video to show Pat of the fucking
The
pop
bottle?
or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's show me that again. Yeah. So I went
So
to find it.
that-
Oh no, actually I didn't even say that. I said the sudden movement thing, but I was looking
Okay.
for that one too. And so I found it, and then yeah, you guys saw I made the post,
Yeah.
but it was episode 75. So I was
even
like, oh my
I
God.
commented on it, man. I'm actually pretty shocked that that episode specifically was that one. You know what I mean?
Which one?
That one.
Episode 75.
I'm surprised
Oh,
that
like that.
with,
Sorry,
with,
yeah,
with
yeah,
our
no.
homie Sarzen and all that.
Sorry.
I'm surprised
I
that
started reading-
whiteboard was even used.
I started
Yeah.
reading the topics on the list, and I was like, "What do you mean that
Wait,
one?" I
it
thought
says
you meant like
sports
that
right
one.
on it. That's
Yo,
all
oh,
that's-
true, yeah.
Let's
right?
read what's on it. So
So-
what was relevant at this time was from the top. I know the
What does
top.
that even say? Wu-Tang Don.
Wu-Tang was whenever our Mayor Jim Watson.
Donations is,
Yeah.
probably- is covered by
Oh,
the sign.
donations.
Yeah,
That's
and-
right. Slippery
and-
when wet is covering it.
T-shirts, I believe, was actually I'm wearing
Ordering them?
ours right now.
Ordering them maybe? Or
Could be, if it's on the whiteboard,
or
we're
maybe-
probably going to talk about it. Or
I was going to say
something
maybe
on
we
it.
just started them, but we
yeah,
had them for a
merch.
bit.
Yeah.
And then 6ix9ine, I think that was either when 6ix9ine had just gotten out,
hmm
or that was either when 6ix9ine was well,
He was
still when he just got out, but whenever he was doing all that shit from his house and shit or whatever. Because I remember there was something. But anyways, yeah, so 6ix9ine. Then we
Yeah.
got sports because we had Sarzen up in this
Yeah, so
bitch.
he covered that.
And then we got calls with a question mark because we were like, maybe we could take some calls.
Might have been our homie Leo.
And
And
then,
then music.
yeah, gangster shit.
Must have talked about some new music at
yeah,
that
well, I was
time.
thinking we either had some music to play from
Oh, you're probably right.
artists, or
Yeah.
I was
I bet you're right. We probably showcased some music that night from some artist that sent it in.
What you gonna do?
And you can
What
do
you gonna
that.
do?
You know, if you're new here, hit that red button. But yeah, you can also send us music. We'll play it live on our show. Just hit us up. We'll do whatever for you. You know?
Yeah,
Within
gang,
reason.
gang.
Yeah, well, yeah, thank you, Jonesy.
Yeah.
No, you got my back on that.
My
Within
name ain't
reason,
Dick,
eh?
so keep it out your mouth.
For sure.
Mm. Speaking of that, I was on that same podcast. They were talking about the verses with Jeezy and Gucci Mane, and they were talking about how Gucci Mane showed up in a $10,000 outfit, and Jeezy showed up, young Jeezy showed up in like fucking some jeans and like a basketball jersey and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, well, like that's kind of cool, I guess. Like I don't know, like that's cool.
Yeah.
And then I think it said like Snowman on the back of the jersey and shit too, because that's his thing.
Right.
But what they said, they were like, but I don't know, that's pretty fresh though. Like, and I was like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, and I was like in my head, I'm like, yeah, like that was like that's the time. Like he's like recreating this nostalgic feel, right? And then that's like literally basically exactly what they said on the podcast. I'm like, yeah, you know, like cool, whatever. But then the other thing is they said that like, yeah, Gucci showed up, $10,000 outfit, and like he was fucking like smoking on that puka pack or whatever, right? Which is the guy that died trying to steal fucking Gucci Mane's chain,
Oh, shit.
or he died when they were trying to steal. No. When they were trying to steal Jeezy's chain or something.
Right.
There was a chain stolen in this ordeal and in this whole beef with them, and this fucking puka guy got killed or whatever, right?
Crazy.
And so he's like, yeah, smoking on that puka pack. He's like, yeah, blah blah blah. You fucking something about digging up your dead homie or whatever, you know. And Jeezy turns around. I think I said this before too, but Jeezy turns around and he like stands up and he's like, yo, he's like, fucking. What they're trying to say is that he came out and like, sure, he wasn't wearing $10,000 outfit, but he was a fucking gentleman about it and shit. He's
Yeah.
like, yo, you killed my fucking homie and shit. Like he didn't say that, but it's just like I'm here and like we know this shit, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, he stands up after he says that and like basically Gucci Man takes a shot at him, trying to make him pissed off, right?
Right.
And Jeezy stands up. He's like, yo, man. He's like, fucking. He's like, basically like.
Doesn't take the bait.
I know, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he goes on with another thing. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, fucking blah blah blah. He's like, fucking, like we were both invited here, like whatever, do this thing. And he's like, fucking, he's like, I agreed to do it as a gentleman and fucking blah blah blah. And I like come here and do this and whatever. And he's like, we're doing this for the culture, you know. He made it like, you know, like we're on the same team type shit. Super like. Gentleman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, you know, like a respectful fucking comment,
Right.
you know? And so they said, they're like, man, like that's pretty cool, you know? And especially like, you know, he shows up and it's like, sure, he wasn't wearing this fucking crazy shit, but he was going for nostalgia and he fucking also showed up and was like basically it's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
we're
let's
just
just, you know,
wanted to squash it, you know,
and I respect that.
move on. Yeah.
Man, I hate to fucking tell you this, but ding.
Oh shit, that's hilarious. Thank
Keep
you.
going.
Oh yeah, for
I'm
any
not the first one.
yeah. So for any of our new viewers or even our old viewers that are not in the loop, when you hear that ding, it's because somebody's going to take a piss, and I'm suggesting that I have to go to the washroom. Just in case you don't already
That's
know
right.
that that's what the fucking ding's all about.
Usually
but,
I
yeah.
run the dings up.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too is I almost never.
Very rare. But yeah.
We need somebody to do like clips of our show. So like if you want to do it, you can come here and sit here and like write down what time and minutes and all this shit. Then you can edit it for us. And then like we'll buy you a hooker.
Oh
Like,
shit.
for every 10 clip videos that you put together. We're looking for meow clips,
Oh yeah.
which also
You have to dig deep for those because there's not been a lot of those.
yeah, which also I have to say this on the podcast I was listening to today, episode 8, I believe.
8?
At 8 at the end of the day, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that podcast.
AD does this fucking thing, and it's like I don't even want to like try and replicate it, but it's like he says some kind of like it sounds like a different language or something, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like a catchy tune, and he always says it, and then there's like a thing. Oh, the Yazzie girl, she's like she'll sing every once in a while, and like it even just be like whatever they're saying, like she'll just repeat the same thing that was said, but she'll sing it or whatever, right? And Adam 22 was sitting there, and he was like, basically like that, like you got to get rid of the fucking ticks. That's fucking bad podcasting and shit, right?
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
you got to get rid of the ticks, and I'm like, what's he talking about, the ticks? And then like the guy does it, and he's like, that right there. He's like, you can't do that. And then like he's sitting there, Adam 22 is like right in the middle of like a story, and I'm like, yeah. And I thought fucking AD was saying this to go along with the story,
Yeah.
but he was just calling Adam 22 like some random name that they have like some joke about, but it was right in the middle of a story, like it had, like I said, had nothing to do with it. I thought he was suggesting like I don't know, like I thought he was suggesting when he said the name or the whatever the word was, I thought he was suggesting that like in the story, oh, you were being an asshole or like, you know, whatever, but he was just saying asshole.
He's got like Tourette's or
And
something.
yeah, and he's just like, man, he's like you can't do that. He's like, and he even broke down the reference. He's like, that, like whatever the word was, like asshole's a bad example, but it was like a name or something. And he's like, fucking, but he's like, yeah, asshole. He's like, is a fucking like guy from a meme or whatever, right? It's like the nickname for this guy from a meme. And he's like, and fucking you one day called me that guy's name, and like now you're gonna say this in the middle of my story on the podcast and take away from that story.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there going, I don't even really remember the story now, you know? I'm like, what the fuck? But that's, you know, and like, so my point is I thought of those are the meows. Those are the meows.
Yeah.
You know, that was my nervous tick. And like, now they're gone. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've recognized one anyway.
I think honestly, man, if you go back to like the last, like probably 10 meows I did on this podcast, like, yeah, I was like trying to think of a better way to say it. The last 10 fucking meows I've done on this podcast,
Yeah.
they were probably pretty forced.
Yeah,
Because I even remember a time being like,
Thinking about
where's
doing
the
it.
meow? So I was just like, meow. You know, I just started doing it, and I'm like, shit, it's gone away. This fucking shit is hurting my head, man.
It's right on your Smartie,
my
bro.
fucking Smartie.
Yeah.
I still haven't taken that piss yet. One sec.
Working on that.
I'm good on that. You can just hand that back to the show.
Oh shit.
Well, fuck. I'll
Still
wait
got it.
around then.
No, I'll go do it quick.
All right.
I'll talk to the people. I'll talk to Jonesy. We got it.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
load
we're-
this
we're
up.
here.
So, yo, what's up?
So,
What's up,
yo,
beautiful
what's
people?
up?
Comment right
No, I
now.
want to talk. Like you guys, did you watch the Tyson fight?
Yeah, we
I
watched
did,
it
let's
last
do
week.
that.
Yo, shout out to.
Can you guys wait?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
okay.
wait because he was a part of
I'll
it. But
watch.
shout out to Bully Zone. But yeah, for sure, we watched that. Interesting outcome to say the least. But yeah, we'll get to that. In the meantime, if you're new here, hit that red button. Obviously, we appreciate every single one of you guys tuning in right now.
That's
Always
right.
feel free to take part in the conversation.
Yeah, hit us up in the comments.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, did you go to You went to
Oh.
Bullies to watch the fight?
Yeah, last Saturday we did. It was a good time, actually. Those fights were pretty interesting, for sure.
Did
For sure.
Did Jake Paul and Nate Robinson is his name?
That was a fight, yeah.
that was-
We'll get more into that, but there's more. There's way more hype around that than the Tyson fight. I
it
would
seems like
say.
well, it's because he called out fucking.
It's just what's popular. He's a YouTube sensation, but
yeah,
like
his second fight ever though, right?
that was the second fight
his
ever.
Second time. he's
Oh,
ever been in
okay.
the
I
ring,
thought
so
it was
he's-
more for him, for
No,
sure.
No, it's only his second time, and it's Nate Robinson's first, so they're both like super amateurs.
Well,
Um,
one showed.
oh, yo, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, but yeah, we'll get into all that. But
Yeah, and it's like I guess like as far as them, like calling it a draw at the end.
that
for
was
the Tyson
definitely
fight,
planned
and,
out.
Like the.
I guess they even already said that they weren't going to announce
call
a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, fuck.
Well, Tyson clearly won the fight. Like.
It was night and day. Yeah, like for sure. You know, it was night and day. You know, I've watched way more UFC in my time than boxing, but I mean, I get like how the scoring would go down. You know, like it's
Right.
not hard to tell who's winning a fight and who's losing a fucking fight.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
whole world knows, man.
Yeah.
The whole world knows. That's all I gotta say. Fuck.
But like I said, it was just an exhibition, right? So it's like. there
Yeah,
was not
I
supposed to be
didn't-
really any winners, anyways.
I
They got
didn't
a fucking bag out
understand
of it, though.
a mill. Just a
More,
mill.
7 mil. They got 7. Well, that's the last I read, anyways. After all the
Fuck,
pay-per-view-
man.
After all the pay-per-view sales and shit, they got.
I
Yeah.
was like typing out a huge message.
Yeah.
Cause fucking Liam's like those memes. The memes are so funny.
Oh, from
And-
yeah,
and
from
I
the
started
Logan
typing
Paul
out a-
fight.
I was typing out a thing and I
Or
was like stopped
Jake
at the
Paul.
fucking landing on the stairs, like typing it, and I'm like, wait, like
You
I'll
be
just go like
sitting
saying
here.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So just before we get into the fight thing,
No, yeah.
it is about the fights, but it's just before we get into like the actual fight thing is, and I was up there. I'm like, man, I feel bad. I'm like, I shouldn't have told him to not talk about it. I pulled the house phone there, but.
No, well, I get it.
but-
You
Well,
were there
we
that
talked about it
night. We have a
anyways.
little more
Yeah.
than the fights to talk about.
But so
you
the
know?
fights, fucking okay. So there's actually fucking. I think it was DaBaby. If anybody's out there, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I forget. I think it's DaBaby, and one of the Pauls, or both of them, or whatever. But the one that was in the fight, anyways. And they were doing the Nate Robinson, laying on
Yeah.
the ground with their hands like at their side, like.
Oh no.
You know,
That's brutal.
I was like,
Poor guy.
oh, wait, it might not have been the baby. Either way, it was a rapper, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, nice. Like, but even man, when it happened though, I was like, I instantly felt bad. I'm like, he's just like a kid from the hood, like trying to play some ball, you know, like. He never wanted this, you know, like, and he's just out because he was like out.
Yeah.
Because like I've seen it before. Like, don't get me wrong. There's probably many fucking fights where people lay on the ground for a while and shit, especially in the fucking UFC and shit.
Yeah.
But like, he was laying there. Like at one point, it looked like he wasn't even breathing, and then they fucking did the like smelling salt shit, and fucking you see he's like, and he takes like a bunch of deep breaths. I'm like, or a bunch of like small breaths. I mean, but yeah, I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, you got him good. It's funny though how he called out fucking.
Some hockey player called him out.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I just want him to fight. I'm blanking.
Mayweather or McGregor.
McGregor, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I heard it's not even.
I heard he called out Mayweather too, but Mayweather said he'd never do it.
Yeah,
but
it's not that. It's Evander Kane. You guys know who that is?
That's what I was saying.
I think
Isn't
that
he a
might
hockey
be.
player?
Yeah, he's a hockey
That's what I
player.
was saying.
Active hockey player.
But I didn't know who this guy was. I just saw a video and he's
Right.
like, he's a fucking
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And I'm like, who's
I
this
agree.
fucking guy?
And he's acting like, oh, he was like, who am I? You're the guy talking about me on your podcast to get, basically he's like, to get clout, bud. And I'm like, yo, like, Evander Kane
he
needs
was
to
gonna-
slow his fucking roll,
I feel like,
man.
yeah, if he was going to pick anybody for clout, there's probably like 10
Oh,
hockey players at least before
Evander
that guy.
Kane
'Cause, like,
is
I don't even know-
trying to catch clout.
I don't even know who
Yeah.
the fuck he is. Like,
Yeah.
and again, too, I've probably said this before, like maybe not on here, but to people in general,
Yeah.
is that I don't fucking know what hockey players look like. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Well, they're just
I
fucking athletic bodies, you know.
but yeah,
that's
but
what
like
they look
I mean, like on the ice. But I know, but I mean, like when I like I don't know, I can't recognize
Like their
who's
face-
who. Like,
Oh,
like
right,
there's
okay.
certain specific ones you're like, okay, like that's Ray Emery, or like
yeah.
that's I mean that's a bad example, but like that's that I was
If
gonna
you
say
saw
Chris
their-
Fisher, Chris
Mike
Neal.
Fisher.
No, Chris Neal. Like,
Neal,
well,
right.
and Mike Fisher maybe too, but
Yeah.
I feel like he's just like generic dark haired dude, you know?
Right, okay.
And then like Alfie and shit like that. Anyways, but there's certain ones that, yeah, okay, I remember because they put their fucking face everywhere.
Yeah.
But like,
You're also following the Sens though, right?
and well, yeah, and at the other sense too, I don't fucking follow hockey a lot, anyways.
Yeah.
But I mean, like even then, like I didn't really know what the fuck Patrick Waugh. Like that's more when I followed it was when I was like a kid and shit.
yeah.
I didn't know what Patrick Waugh looked like.
Right.
I knew what he looked like on the ice.
And knew what he did.
But I didn't know, man, he had like long hair and shit.
Yeah,
like,
big
you know,
old
and I was
fro.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But how does that fall into this conversation?
We're talking about knowing who Evander Kane.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, yeah.
was
So
or
so
is.
like even like you say his name, like they were saying, oh, Kane. I'm like, Kane. I'm like, that's not Kane. Like I was thinking, what's the
The
fucking...
wrestler?
No.
He's the Undertaker's
no, the
brother,
fucking-
bro.
The kid from.
Kane.
Oh man,
The
come on
brother
now.
from-
No, he's a hockey player. He's from fucking. The kid from fucking Chicago.
Oh, oh my god.
Yeah, I know, man.
Oh my god, what's his first name? He won the cup for them, fucking Kane. What's his first name? Oh
That's
my god.
fucked, but you know what I mean.
Jonathan Taze and fucking
And
Patrick Kane.
Pat Kane, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
That's like when you forget, like you can't say the last lyrics, but if you say the first two lyrics,
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
Like, oh, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah, it's
Like,
this.
who's the center, man?
Yeah, so
Jonathan
Patrick Kane. So
Taze.
I'm like, they're all saying Kane. I'm like, that's not fucking Kane. I'm like, who? That's the only Kane I know. And my point is, I don't even know this fucking guy, but I'm saying I
know what you
I explain
mean,
stuff
no.
too much.
Yeah.
If you were to look at it and go, whoa, do you recognize any of the hockey players? Like, no, like you know, like just the big ones or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Then like, even if I did know him, I probably wouldn't know what he looked like anyways. But I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
No, you recognize. We're talking about the fights from last
No,
weekend.
yeah, no, I'm
and,
just-
and the fight that is
I
happening
know. I'm
off
just
the
sorry.
Jake Paul.
I was just explaining shit too much, and I
Yeah.
was just kind of that was my escape out. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
No, it's
Like,
all good. But yeah,
Um,
so that fight, man. Shout out to Bully Zone for having us, anyways.
Yeah, for sure.
And-
Actually, that was so sick too. I just want to say, fucking, I don't think I actually saved a video to my phone of this, but I took some videos and put them in the story last weekend, and like we were chilling in the fucking tattoo shop. It was like, me and B show, fucking, I already said it backwards. I'm supposed to say myself at the end, but me and B show, fucking Flacco was there. Twiggs like left when we got there. I think he hates us, but or me, I guess I was the only one there out of the crew so far. But and then there was this guy that was getting a tattoo. So we were all sitting in the fucking shop, like fucking chilling out and watching on the fucking TV. He brought his PlayStation in and shit so we could do it. And fucking Buddy's sitting there getting a tattoo. And we're all watching the fucking fight. I was like, that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a vibe for sure.
Yeah, pretty well took him to like pretty well the Tyson fight. And it was funny too. But Buddy like didn't stick around, you know. I'm not much of a, you know, I'm not really into boxing or whatever.
Did he say that? Yeah.
Yeah, he like took off or whatever. Yeah.
I'm not really into boxing either, but man, fucking the last time I
that was it, man. I've never I gotta be straight.
Probably
like I've never watched Tyson fight in my time.
Really?
I've seen him fight, but not like live on television. Yeah. My family wasn't really into that, so you know. His time was when I was a child.
Well,
I watched Rocky, you know what I'm saying? Like I watched Rocky and shit, but not like actually like Tyson live or any like live boxing.
Well, so like, and again too, like I don't really fucking watch boxing, but the last time I watched fucking boxing was when I actually was like there to watch boxing.
Right.
I mean, and again too, whenever I say this, I was fucking I don't know how old, like young, right?
Yeah.
So I wasn't. My opinion, like there to watch boxing, I was just like brought there with like probably my dad because I was at my grandparents' house,
right? Of course.
And so like either way, last time I actually like sat down to watch a fucking boxing match was the one where he bit the ear off.
Oh really? Yeah.
And like, but also
Holyfield.
too, like I've seen it on and like and like watched it for a little bit, but even then I'm like who, and like what, and like cool, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just like right on, cool, or like some highlights and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I don't like really ever do that.
Yeah.
UFC though, like I'll sit around and like I'll go to a thing and like watch that, or not go to a thing, but like if someone's like having people, I'll fucking go
it really
watch
took over the scene of fighting for sure, you know.
But I wanted to watch that fight. I mean, I don't really know.
Yeah, I agree.
You didn't want to watch the fucking fight, but you know what I think is fucking horseshit. Are we on to it yet?
Oh well, yeah, we were already on to it, but let's talk about it.
No, I mean, are we on to the fucking final fight?
Yeah. The outcome.
It's fucking horseshit.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Agreed.
I was just
the
gonna
Tyson fight outcome.
As I was saying that, I was
100%.
like, I was thinking in my head, we should go 1, 2, 3 and say what we think. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was horseshit. Like because,
horseshit.
and the thing is
It's
Tyson
typical.
even said, he's like, yeah, like I won basically, right?
Yeah.
And like without like really saying it, so did fucking Jones.
Yeah.
So
he
like.
did.
So
You're right.
like we all know what happened. We all saw what fucking happened.
Yeah.
And like you said this too, like last week or whatever you said, you're like, they're not really scoring. And I didn't know that until you told me that.
Mhm.
You're like, yeah, they're not really scoring it or anything. And I'm like, the fuck? And
Yeah,
you're like,
it's
there's
just
not
an
going to be a
exhibition,
winner.
right? Yeah,
but when you said that, I'm like, wow. I mean, like in fencing, they don't like cut each other's throats and shit, but they still get points and someone wins. So I was thinking, like, you know, maybe they're going to go on like points, you know, like strikes and shit, and like, you know, maybe he didn't knock him right out, but they were sparring and he got the more shots or whatever, right? So I thought they were gonna give like, you won, but everyone did good or whatever, right? But like it wouldn't go on their record type thing. But then they literally pulled them out and they were like, and it's a draw, and I was like, man, I feel like it was expected, but at the same time, whenever I heard them actually fucking say that, and they put on this whole big fucking event for it to be like,
right.
they're both good.
Yeah.
Like, welcome.
Well, that's essentially what it was, right? Like it was just a let's look at these two great fighters do their thing again and not expect anyone to really get their heads
and at the same time too, they are old too, because like so I mean, you know, you get
Tyson
hit hard
looking
enough, you fucking die,
shape.
right? Like,
it's true, yeah.
So I guess if
I was
it wouldn't
feeling,
be fun, then,
I was a bit scared
it's all fun and games till someone died.
I was scared for Roy Jones Jr., man. Like you could tell the whole fight.
Those, man. He wasn't going for the head very much, right? He was
No,
always taking the body shots, right?
But you could see like Roy Jones wasn't really giving him the head though. Like I felt like he was spending half the time like really avoiding that knockout, you know.
Sure. He wasn't giving him head.
Yeah, and then
sorry.
Yeah, that's actually and he was just, and so Tyson just started taking the body, but like
Oh, Tyson could have finished it.
Night and
There's
day.
definitely
Yeah,
a couple.
man.
There's
like,
definitely
he
like
could've
there's
fucking
definitely a couple times where he could have finished it and didn't. But I mean, I don't know. Like, man, someone explained to me this. I didn't even see the video. Someone told me this. They said, it showed Tyson sparring with the fucking trainer and shit, and the trainer had to switch because fucking he was tired out, right? And then they showed fucking Jones or whatever, and he tired out, and he was like leaning on the ropes and shit, and the trainer was still good to go. Someone else told me that fucking one of Tyson's trainers had to get fucking shoulder surgery from holding the fucking pads and shit.
Crazy, yeah.
I mean, it was probably not just from that, but you know, short story long is that it showed whenever I watched the fight. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't see that video, but I believe it because look at the fucking fight.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a big
Like-
difference afterwards. Like even when they're talking to them, right? You can see like the difference.
Yo,
the two,
Tyson
like-
probably could have
Oh yeah.
fought
Yeah,
another
he's-
fight.
Yeah,
man.
he still
Yeah.
like, had a lot of energy.
And he kept
Yeah.
talking and shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, he said he smoked weed before the fight.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
that
Well,
afterwards.
that's one of their rules, right? Is that they weren't gonna do drug testing for
Yeah.
like, marijuana and shit like
Oh,
that.
nice.
Yeah,
So like you could smoke as much weed as you wanted.
crazy, man.
Good though.
Hot
Yeah.
boxing with
One
Mike
thing I didn't
Tyson.
expect it to see is being like sponsored by Weed Mouth.
Man, right? We were talking
That
about that
made
a
me
lot
laugh.
that night.
Yeah, like that's
yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
But they're also supposed to be like closing or some shit.
Oh yeah.
So like
Up here, anyways. That was
yeah,
all.
okay.
I don't
Well,
know about
but
down
that's
there,
what Flacco
but-
was saying. He's like it's supposed to like be like not a thing anymore.
Yeah,
But
it
that would
makes
make
sense
sense
that-
if it wasn't in Canada because
Yeah.
they weren't supposed to be originally. I don't think.
Right.
I do want to say though, this might be changing gears.
Well, and we're about
But
time too.
LDM 613 said, "Sup guys."
Hey.
And I just want to say that I'm pretty sure. Don't correct me if I'm don't correct me if I'm wrong. I said it wrong, but that's
Wait,
the way I
just
like
sent-
it.
He just
But
sent us some shit.
He,
right now.
yeah, I was gonna say. Well, he actually has a fucking video, I think, or a song at least that came out today or yesterday. That's why I say don't correct me if I'm wrong. But recently he put out a song. I think it's called "Live" or "Life," maybe. Something to do with those.
Okay.
And I just saw it like earlier today, just before fucking all this shit happened. And but no, I saw he said what's up, and I just want to say if you go check out his fucking YouTube, you can find the video for "Live or Life." I forget what the word was.
Hell yeah.
Or the name was.
Check it out.
But yeah, gang. You already know what it does. I heard he's actually fucking possibly coming out with the gold bars.
Yeah, I've been expecting that one. I thought so.
I just want to say too, without fucking putting anybody on the spot, that may or may not actually release their gold bars, but I do know that there's been another handful of people that have told me it's going down. So we're expecting it.
Oh,
brah.
for sure. Let's get it. Yo, you guys got to the 15th of December. So you know,
2020.
yeah, 2020. Thank you.
I don't.
You know, if you're watching this a year from now, you know, recognize,
late.
look at the date and all that. But
Chris Fisher.
yeah, Chris Fisher. Shout
I
out to
just
Chris
read
Fisher.
that.
No,
I
I
just read
know.
that in the
I
thing.
seen that.
So I also want to say too, for anybody who's watching right now and is going to continue watching us in the future, if we're ever sitting here like this, just without a guest, comment topics and shit, and that would be cool.
Yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
Did you guys?
It would-
We'll always get to them.
I mean,
if
I'm
it's
not
just
saying,
us.
and I mean, maybe we might have an agenda that day or like a whole bunch of topics to cover, anyways. So we might not get to it, but I just think that would be a cool idea if you do see us this
Yeah,
way.
I'd almost rather interact with you guys. You know, if it's just us, we can talk a lot. But hey, if you guys are interacting as well, like we're just gonna roll with it, right?
Yeah, gang,
So-
gang.
Yeah.
You sure? Would you like some of this?
Oh, I would love some of this.
Nice.
I'm so happy this is still going.
You know what I heard?
It's been a minute. How long has that been burning for now?
Probably a good 20 minutes.
Anybody who's watching this not live, like later on, just go back and see when I lit this,
Yeah.
and then see when I end it.
Even if
or
it's
put
you,
it up.
Styles, watching right now,
Yeah.
or you, Ben. Sorry, Jonesy. Or you, Brandon. Fuck, dropping governments all over.
Actually,
Here we go.
I was gonna
But
say
yeah.
AD dropped his last name, but
It happens on this show because
I will say though,
You know?
I don't think my name has ever been fucking dropped. I also think that I was very careful about fucking stating where I live because I don't.
That's a key.
You don't live.
Oh no, yeah, I don't live yet.
You're just homeless
Yeah.
living in your car.
No, but I mean, I like. There's no reason. I just don't really. I prefer not to.
Yeah.
To each their own.
Yeah, fucking. A.
So what?
It's not like- We want to broadcast exactly where everyone lives.
No, exactly,
No,
yeah,
I
do
don't want
that,
to do
yeah.
that at all.
Yeah, I live at 1,
Maybe
2,
the
3.
cities, but yeah.
Sit,
So
man.
what's the latest in hip hop news, Leo?
I heard actually the other day there was some hip hop.
There was hip hop the other day.
Yeah.
No fucking way, man. The other day.
Yeah, I was on Spotify and yeah, the word on the street is there definitely was some hip hop the other day.
Yeah, I caught it.
No, I'm
I caught a
sorry.
new classified track the other day.
Oh,
It's
the
a Christmas
one in
track,
there.
yeah.
Is there a chicken in it? A
Yeah,
girl
yeah,
in it? Sorry,
yeah.
chicken.
Sorry, yeah, when you said that, I instantly thought of a chicken.
Yeah, I
right
know,
away.
yeah,
I don't
it's
know
just-
why, but I did. Yeah, but
yeah.
it does have a female on the chorus. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I didn't listen to it. Saw a post or like a something about it. I will say too, though, I've been meaning to listen to this and I haven't. But Megan Thee Stallion,
She have a new album?
she put out a new album. Yeah,
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I've heard a few
I've been seeing
tracks.
the post about it everywhere. That she was wearing like a thing. It's like, man, it's crazy. It's like an all white leather suit. She's got like a nice like white cowboy hat, but it's all like newspaper print.
Oh,
Like
what?
there's all shit, and like I think the hat says like Meg the Stallion or some shit or like whatever.
That's pretty cool.
But it's like, so there's like headlines and then there's like little print and shit. So I'm gonna buy it and read it.
Leo says Casanova going in hard.
Casanova, I actually saw something about him the other day, and there's no point in me saying any further because I didn't watch it. But there was a video of him. Oh no, actually, wait, I started to watch it. It was him talking about. Is he talking about a song or a fucking? Because I just saw
I
him
think
on.
so,
I
yeah.
just saw him on Talib Kweli's thing.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Says he's catching a 6ix9ine case. Oh, I heard. I seen something about a rapper catching a racketeering,
because
racketeering
Oh yeah,
charge.
so Casanova and
G Herbo.
G Herbo, that's right.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, so G Herbo's on some fucking. No, I forget. The funny thing is it brought my I remember what he's talking about now, but I don't recall the exact details because they even broke down like each one. I thought they were together. Like I thought it was like a team thing because whenever they said that Buddy was going for Rico, I thought that it was like together they were going down for Rico type thing,
Right.
like they were together. But it's but it was
Separate?
yeah, separate. It was so Buddy was on Rico for like whatever. Like so Rico is like
Racketeering.
yeah, it stands for something. It's like racketeering and something whatever. But it's like so like the mob would get it right because it's like they're all. This guy's making
like
the
an
orders to do
It's like
this.
an
and,
enterprise
like,
that is illegal.
yeah, because even
basically.
like one of my buddies said that like he knows a guy that got charged with racketeering, and the reason why he got charged with racketeering was because he was sending people out to do his drug deals,
Right.
and
That's
that's
for the racketeer influence and corrupt organizations.
yeah. So like biker gangs and the mafia and like
Yeah.
shit like that, because you're all doing it as a team and you're all
Yeah.
like,
They live by like
but-
what's called anarchy, basically. Like,
I don't know. Wow.
Sorry, that's getting a whole other thing. But
Yeah, yeah,
basically,
but
they don't listen to governed rules. Basically,
Oh, they're.
they live by their own rules. They're self-efficient in their own way. Basically,
Well, yeah,
Simple
true. Yeah,
terms.
that makes sense.
Simplest
yeah, yeah.
terms.
I was like, man, but no, that makes
Anarchy
sense.
would
I
be
see
like
what you
us
mean.
fixing our own potholes if we had it like
do that.
nationwide. Yeah, but
But
that's
no,
what
but yeah,
true-
no, I know
that's
what you
what
mean, though.
true
It's-
freedom is.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's right. So fuck Casanova and fucking shout out Casanova though. So Casanova fucking was on the racketeering charges, and then G Herbo was on some other shit.
right,
But it was, like I said, it wasn't. I don't think it was related. I thought it was, but I don't think it was.
right.
However, I keep saying stuff, but I don't know any further than that.
Hey, well, that's pretty much all there is to the story, I would assume, right? They're getting
Yeah.
charged for that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, what was the G Herbo thing? Fuck.
Gang
Oh, man,
business,
look at this, making
murders,
illegal
drugs,
money. Look at this,
everything.
he's got-
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, you're reading it. Okay,
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's separate. Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense.
Yo,
Into
shout
it
out,
all.
Shout out to Fraser Image TV. Gang,
Oh,
gang,
man, we'll have
holding us
to.
down.
I can't wait for the day he gets on here.
Yeah,
Yo,
he-
Christmas, bro. We got Christmas and New Year's
he
episodes
can
coming
take
up
pictures
very
of you
soon.
guys.
Yeah,
Taking videos of us.
let us know if you're down in the area, man. Make it happen. Or just anytime you're
Yeah,
free.
and if not, we'll come to your house.
Yeah, we will. We'll find you.
Yeah, we're looking for you,
We will.
Fraser Image TV.
4G Audio Podcast coming for your ass.
Hmm. Yeah, we'll get our lawyer to sue you.
Oh, speaking of our lawyer should be showing up very soon. Maybe not very soon, but like within the next hour.
Soon enough.
Yeah. Until then, I guess y'all are just partying with 4G at this point,
Yo, wait.
you know?
You hear that?
I do.
I don't know.
It's success.
Yeah, but the reason why I paused is because I was gonna say that we got that bottle of champagne that we didn't drink on the 100th
Oh,
episode.
yeah.
But I was also thinking that maybe we should wait and see if Gino
Yeah,
is gonna fucking swag out.
totally, man. I was thinking that or the Christmas episode, you know? There's
Fraud
got to be a
for-
purpose to pop that.
Yeah, oh yeah. For sure.
So, yeah, if G-Note's in, I'm down. That's all it takes. Actually, there was a new name. What's the new name?
new name.
Remember? It's not G-Note no more.
I don't know.
Remember? He put it in the fucking chat.
I see.
Anyways, we're getting off topic. That's for later, I guess. I remember that, though.
That was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yo, we're a half hour.
Yeah,
half
you
hour.
saw it? Yeah, I just saw. Yeah,
That's funny.
but he's half an hour from
That was
8
7
minutes ago, or you got 7?
Yeah, I was going to
Okay.
say, that's funny. We're on the same shit.
Gang!
Yeah.
I am Kevin Wong. Yo, shout out to I am Kevin Wong. This is his live video.
Live right now.
Yeah. I'm back home, Los Angeles. I'm back.
I don't even know who this motherfucker is.
You don't even know who he is?
Kevin Wong?
What the fuck, man?
Should I know?
No, I'm no clue. who
Yeah,
he is
okay,
either.
thank you. I was like, what the fuck am I missing out on?
Oh wait, you know what? We have a better one. Here's Pickman in the building.
Hey,
Sorry, I just pulled out my phone and we got lost in it together.
that's right. Yo, entry number 7 in our gold bars.
This is what happens to me is I fucking open my phone and like I could open my phone to be like I'm gonna fucking message you or I'm gonna go and like I have this thing to do. I have to post this thing and I pull up my fucking
Hey,
and I fucking pull it out. This is what happens. I almost forgot what I was doing. I'll pull it out and be like, yeah, I'm going to post this thing. I'm going to do this thing. Pull it out, open my Instagram, start scrolling. Oh, I have a message. Oh, answer it. Oh, do this. Oh, yeah. And then like, what was I doing? Oh, shit. I forget. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, you know, just keep scrolling or keep doing whatever. But
might have been asking us a question. But yeah, yo, check out
So-
entry 7, gold bars. Pickman, that's right.
all the way from Kansas City with an entry for the Gold Bars Challenge because of that smoke.
Hey,
Because of that smoke. Oh, go
Yeah.
check out all the entries and you'll find out what I'm talking about.
That's
Go
what's
through the
up.
comments. I'm just going to give you a hint. Look at motives.
and all that could be yours. Toss us an entry.
But I just want to say right now, though, shout out to Pickman. I'm going to shut this off real quick, but shout out to Pickman. He's live right now, and he's got fucking Vontae Poems in the fucking building.
Hey,
And Vontae Poems says, let's go. Hashtag 4G.
oh shit, yo, much love, homies.
Yep.
Oh, no way.
Look at this. This is Inception.
Yeah,
He joined in our show.
yeah.
What up, Big Man?
And all that could be yours. Toss us. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Hey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he even
crazy.
commented, what's poppin'?
That's awesome.
Yo, my shout out to Pickman.
That's crazy. All right, man.
What's happening, George?
Oh man,
Oh, no, man.
Friday night.
Yeah, I enjoyed that show. Yeah. What up, big daddy? All right, y'all, I gotta go. I'm at the watch sport. Y'all go watch sport. You gotta.
Hey, much love.
Yeah, you hear that?
Much
Fuck
love.
yeah.
Roll some up. Get your drink.
All right, we gotta end that. I'm sorry, man.
That was worth it.
Yeah.
But that was awesome, man. Fucking right. So,
was great.
yeah, so fucking shout out Pickmain. And like I said, shout out fucking Vontae Poems because fucking he was up in there commenting, fucking shouting us out and shit. And he's a fucking solid motherfucker. Go check out Driving Home. I'm Driving Home for Christmas by Vontae Poems. I'm not sure if it's out yet. I think it's pre-order only. But do that though. Whether it's out or not, go fucking check that out. He's fucking solid dude, and I think you might actually be driving home for Christmas.
Yeah.
Possibly. So. Oh shit. I feel like Garth whenever like Wayne leaves him.
That's hilarious.
Wayne. I don't know what
do
to
you
do with
do?
my
What do
hands.
I'm still here with your style.
Yeah, fucking right. We got this, man. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but every time I fucking come here, I swear, like, so, like, whenever I first got here, I was like, oh, it's way too low. And then, like, so I put it up, and I was like, okay, yeah, I put it up. And
Does
I put
it slowly like?
no,
fall
I don't
down?
think it does. I swear I put it up, like
Did you just
dramatically.
start slouching.
But I just, like, I'm going like this, I'm like, holy fuck. What I really need is, like, a fucking mic stand sponsor that'll give us ones that like hang from the ceiling and shit. Like we're
That'd be
cool.
pretty dope.
Or like, you know, some nice hardware that comes from the table and stuff.
We can't invest too much in that for this.
No, I
space,
mean
right?
like I'm talking like hint hint, nudge nudge. Give us free stuff.
Right.
We'll say
Free
your
stuff is
name.
always good.
Yeah. Put brand name here. Give us free stuff. Oh shit.
What's the brand of that one?
This is called Frameworks, I think. Yeah, Frameworks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it might also be called Gator.
Okay.
So I
if-
think
if
it's-
those things went long enough. Like I could probably take the poles. Like if I wanted to jimmy rig something up, it wouldn't be like movable or anything because it would just be
Oh.
a straight pole. But,
Yeah.
Like I have like
Oh, like
probably
a full-on
six
mic stand,
mic
like
stand. Yeah, just like flip it upside down and find a way to like attach it to the ceiling.
yeah. As long as you just have it like this, like so that it's like the arm is stretched out,
Yeah.
so it's not in the way, and then just like here, yeah. I mean, whatever. I mean, this is fun. But yeah, I always find myself like, man, it's like, I mean, I guess it's like anything. You like sit a certain way watching a movie, and then you're like uncomfortable, so you sit a certain way, like a different way.
Yeah.
But it's like now I'm like, I feel like it's like not too high, but I feel like it's gonna be like I'm eventually gonna be like,
It's probably good for your posture.
yeah, that's 100%. I should fucking put it higher.
Stretch it out.
Arch that back, bruh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gangster shit. So,
I got terrible posture as well, if that's what we're talking about.
man, you know what the worst is? First, let's have a cheers.
Yeah,
How's your
let's
drink?
do it.
I got
Is it
a
empty?
drink. Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
speak
I
up.
got enough for just this.
Speak up. Well, let's go ahead and cheers and
Let's
have a
do
drink.
it.
But we'll
Yeah.
bring him a fucking beer.
I'll grab a pint.
Is that what you want? Is a beer or what do you want?
Yeah, I'll take a beer.
Don't you want some Captain Morgan's dark spiced rum with some ginger ale?
Ooh.
As delicious as that sounds, I'll stick with the
Okay. Well, there's also Twisted Teas that you don't have to shotgun. There's neutrals and there's one White Claw. Beer?
Actually,
Okay.
yeah, stick
Just
with the
checking.
beer,
No, I
yeah.
just wanted to make sure that you weren't missing out. There's also porn stars.
Yeah, there's.
Oh, that we're
He's
drinking
just trying
that.
to like flex on the selection.
What we
He's
got?
just trying to flex on the selection.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. Is it's like normally. Oh, and we got Henny, and we got Canadian Club. I should have said the Henny last. We got some gin.
Yeah.
So yeah, flexing. But I was just gonna say, I'm like, normally we just got a bunch of beer, so like
we
we
usually
gotta
got,
say them.
Yeah.
I mean, I did say that.
usually around Christmas too. We're just stacked.
See, I'm already like too high.
No, I got given a concrete drill
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Like a
no,
hammer drill?
Well, it's just, I guess. So
Yeah.
It's like a drill, and it's got
It's got a big
bits-
handle on the side and shit.
Bits for no, it's just like a small like handheld drill, but it's got bits for like
Going
going
into.
into concrete
right.
for, like,
Big
specific
diamond
bits
bits.
for that.
Sorry, man.
I
I'm
don't
just
know,
saying
man.
stuff, but it's all
But
real.
yeah, like I was thinking about putting up a shelf here, right? Because all the alcohol bottles just got stacked on the top of the fridge.
Right, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I have the
Concrete all around us.
yeah, exactly. Just
Use
concrete.
that
Nice.
to
So now I
get
have
something in there.
The power tool necessary to make that happen.
That's true.
It's gangster shit.
That'd be nice too. Nice little feng shui.
Oh, that's what's going on. Someone
Can't
feels
hear
weird.
anything yet.
Put those
That's what's
headphones
up.
on.
Yuck.
Oh man, I wish we had some music to play for everybody right now.
Don't we?
We might,
Don't we?
but at the same time,
Sorry, I'm trying to insinuate like we do have some, but we don't.
well,
no.
we always do. We got
Quick, someone send us a
music.
song right now. Actually,
Yeah.
let's play fucking LDM. If you're listening right now, fucking say, okay, I'm okay with this. Can we play your song right now?
It's too bad.
And if we can, that's cool. And if we can't, then whatever. But and if you're not here, we might play it anyways. But send us a comment right now. And
It's on YouTube.
I believe the fucking thing I saw, like the fucking thing I saw, the what
You gotta tune down the fucking.
yeah. I think what like where I saw the post or whatever was on YouTube was like whenever you go to your home and it shows like people you follow and shit.
Suggested.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was in there. Or if not, it was on Instagram. But I think whatever it was, I remember seeing like YouTube surrounding it. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's too bad we couldn't show all of our entries to our
What do we got going on
gold
there?
bars.
Well, we.
Leo saying Pikmin was pretty fire, and yeah, actually,
Okay, he just said-
Pikmin's
so-
basically saying what I'm saying. He's like,
So-
play all of them and let's compare.
Well, here's the thing: is
They're all on Instagram.
so. How about this? So we were talking earlier.
Challenges. Well, let me just start this off by saying we don't have all the submissions in yet. So playing the ones that we do have.
Yeah, it
would be,
only
like,
gives
slightly unfair in my opinion.
True, that actually makes
So-
well. So
Well, I
I was
mean-
so
Date is the
Yeah.
15th, and we've already talked about like having an episode after that where we play each.
yeah. So
Right.
basically, so
entry
basically,
and,
not do it
talk
twice.
yeah. So that's what
right,
I was trying to
okay.
say is that I was gonna say we already have it planned that we have an episode coming that we're gonna fucking and it's after the due date.
It's
we're
basically the
gonna
night we're
fucking-
gonna.
And well, either way, but we're gonna fucking watch them all and play them all or whatever, listen to them all on the fucking podcast. So, and then like Jonesy said too, that would be unfair to play only like 90% of them, and then
It
people
is true.
come in later. But
They're all on
Oh,
our
wait.
Instagram, right? So if you want to just go to our Instagram and check them out,
Yeah.
well, that's what I was
follow
gonna
there.
get at. Yeah. So my long answer was basically no, not right now. We're gonna do it later. And then I was like, what was the second part of my answer?
Yeah.
And then you
You
said that.
can
That's
see
it.
them.
You can
Yeah.
go check out. Go to @4, the number 4, the letter G.
You already know.
Audio podcast. Yeah, you fucking already know. And you'll see the gold bars challenges. You'll have to skim through some posts and shit like that. But we definitely have like 8, I think, right now. And
Yeah.
I
Want to see more?
well, I was gonna say I'm having a hard time already. So
Yeah, it is. It's hard judging for sure.
Yeah, I didn't actually expect it to, because like
Everyone
I
kind
want
of just.
everybody to win.
Everyone
know,
kind of
yeah,
took
yeah.
it to a whole other level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if
Yeah.
we want to talk about an hour on that episode.
yeah, we'll break it down. Well, I mean, at the same time, I guess we're like
Already talking about it?
no. Well, I was gonna say we don't really have anything.
Well, I was gonna
Not to
say.
let the cat out of the bag, but
Yeah. No, I was gonna say just the production that everyone's going for is what I was gonna touch on. I didn't know if you guys wanted to talk about that later.
no,
or
it's
whatever,
definitely.
but-
I feel the same thing as whenever I listen to like all the fucking going platinum collabs coming in.
Yeah.
Which also shout out to Bully Zone again and Twigs and Stay Platinum Records and Burrow Media for doing that. It was Going Platinum or Staying Platinum? Going Platinum? Yeah, Going Platinum. Going Platinum collab, City Collab, I believe. Go check that out too. Actually, there was fucking like 20 some 25 20 some
Mhm.
Anyways, there was a 20 some fucking entries. Everyone put a verse on it. But my point is go check that out. But my other point is that I feel the same thing whenever I hear these. Is I'm like, man, I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm like the city's doing it, you know,
Yeah.
or whatever, right? Like I'm like, yeah, fucking right. It does seem to be a lot of Ottawa artists.
First of all, of course, yeah, all but one, I
but-
believe.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But which I'm not complaining, whatever.
Oh,
But-
fuck no.
But I just mean that, like, you know, we're actually seeing like the Ottawa, like literally the same as the City Club. We're seeing the Ottawa
Yeah.
fucking talent, you know.
For sure, man.
And
That's what it's all about,
like
really.
I said, it's the same. I feel the same feeling. Like it's like it's good is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Is like people are coming with that fire, you know,
Yeah,
the fire in their hearts.
yeah. And you know, if you don't get picked, it's all love still. Like everyone's versus fire. We are having a hard time already, you know. Decide like we talk amongst ourselves. Sorry, and it's like, oh man, I don't know. You know, we're having
it's gonna be- I definitely
it's
have
been a
like,
good time
top
for us.
3, in my opinion. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna name any names
it's
now,
hard to
but-
name a one. You're like, yeah, I got a top 3, but that one, right? It
Yeah.
comes down to.
I'm
We
gonna
will
vote.
be coming
I'm gonna vote
down-
for mine.
I'm gonna vote for mine. Yeah.
Mine comes out on Sunday.
Yeah,
you
that's what's
dropping a
up.
verse for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, much love to everyone who's submitted an entry so far.
Do you guys want some chocolates?
I'll take a couple chocolates.
Yeah.
why not?
Oh,
Yeah, pass them around.
how many was that?
4.
4. You doing the same?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do 4.
Cowabunga.
I'll do 3, I guess.
Nice. That's what she said.
Yeah.
What's up?
Try and release them on like an album or something.
Yo.
Like maybe we can well, what we will do is definitely create a playlist on Spotify. We already have. If you go on well, it's probably the way you've been doing your recording, but
That might be hard to do, actually.
if you go on
Putting on Spotify.
as a playlist though. Oh, you're
They
right.
had-
We'd
they
have
have
to
to be on
upload.
Spotify,
Yeah, we'd
yeah.
have to upload every single track to Spotify.
Either way.
We will try and do something though with all of these submissions for sure. We'll see what we can do and make it
Maybe we'll make a
thing,
video.
you
Maybe
know?
we'll make a video breaking them all down,
There you go. Yeah,
or not breaking them
one
down, but at
after
least just
another
talking
after
about
another
them, yeah.
sort of thing or something like that. Yeah.
But the fuck, sorry, I cut in there and I totally fucking forgot what we were talking about. I remember what we were talking about now, but what I was gonna say, anyways. What the fuck? Oh, well.
Basically, just the
No,
gold
it
bars
was
challenge.
yeah, no, it's something near there. But
Any
motherfucking way.
No, we got
LDM, say what's up.
No, it's really Pikmin is and Leo. Pikmin was like should try and he was like Skype people as you're showing their verse. Leo hit him back, was like, that might be bad for timing, which that could be a little complicated, but cool idea for sure,
Yeah, it would be
nonetheless.
Pikmin just said he gives us full rights to his vocals.
Yeah, I seen that too. Yeah,
Nice, yeah.
basically it all rounds
So
up
I mean,
to that.
like, yeah, I mean, I think we could do it either way. Fucking
Something will
it
happen
can
of it
happen
all.
because, like, man, look at the Ottawa. Fucking, oh man, it is called the gold tapes, eh? Oh my god, I
I
just
thought
realized
of that at one point.
I just thought of that. I was just gonna say gold, and then I'm like, wait, it's not gold. And I'm like, oh my god, it's the Ottawa Rap Stars gold
but
tapes
we
or
legit
whatever.
got a
Have a
gold
gold
bar.
bar.
We honestly
Yeah,
don't-
yeah,
it
no,
came
no,
from,
but
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm just saying that they
I know-
fucking, oh
They
shit,
did
now
it
I
first.
forgot. No,
They did do that
oh
first.
no, they posted the thing on Spotify with their gold tapes. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, yeah.
So it could be
I
get
did-
confused with gold
yeah.
tapes and gold bars, right?
No, not even. I'm just saying that
Okay.
they were able to take people's
Entries
songs
and
and
put
put
it
them
on
on.
Spotify,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, so they were able to do it. Is what I'm
There
saying.
would be
Yeah.
a way.
I
gotcha.
did say that.
Sorry.
I did say that. I stopped and said, yeah, gold bars, gold tapes, whatever.
No.
But I was just like, side note and then
Yeah,
or
that's
not
the way
side
Styles'
note but
brain
like
works,
discovery
yeah.
and then
Yeah,
like
yeah.
skip
I'm
past that and
also-
finish my story.
Well,
but
I'm bad because you already know me. I try and be like, oh yeah, that, as you're like explaining.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
terrible for it because I'm like, yeah, I get what you're saying, and try and just like help you out. I think I'm helping you out, but it's like,
Go the
oh,
wrong way.
Well,
right.
and-
Sometimes
see-
I'm on the ball, but then sometimes like,
but
no,
honestly,
let me explain. I'm
I
like,
get
"Yeah,
that all. I
understand."
get
Yeah.
that all the time, and I honestly think I've chalked it up to. I think it's the way that I talk is like, I go ahead and start talking before I remember the words that I'm gonna say, or like specific words, you know. So I'm like, like consciousness or whatever, you know what
Yeah.
I mean. But I'm like, and you're like puking, you're like, no, like unconscious, like, or whatever, right? But it's like, so I think, like I said, I think it's the way that I talk is because people are always like this, and I'm like, no. or whatever, right? Like it was like, I don't know. It's I can't even think of an example, but it's like I like lead them one way, and they're like, oh yeah, like I'm like, oh no, but it's just because I stopped to think of a word or something. Like yeah,
So like
random statement. And I'm
it's
like,
their
oh.
opportunity to make a guess of what you're trying to say.
Yeah. So like I said, I always was like, man, like what the fuck is it? But
Yeah.
it's like I said, I think it's because of the way I talk.
Average Zach in the
Shout out
building.
to Average Zach.
Gang.
Yeah, I
I
caught
think
that.
I followed him around town the other night.
Oh yeah.
Well, like not really, but I
Creeping
think
him.
I was like
Yeah.
behind him. Yeah,
Yo, big shout out to the day one homie.
for sure, man.
Yo. Always. Yo, congrats on the big Pogie Beach, bruh.
What the what? Pogie Beach?
Yeah, it's our little thing.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Working for the government?
No, you know, when you work that hard fucking summer season, man, it's always nice to get that layoff, you know.
Yeah, you're
so-
talking about Pogie.
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy says,
Yeah.
like, he'll say, I work for the government every winter.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, one time I'm like, yeah, what are you doing now? He's like, oh, I work for the government. And I was like,
I'm gonna start saying that.
what the fuck? And I was like, what do you do there? And he's like, well, no, I just sit at home. And I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, like, fuck, yeah. I mean, because I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, last year we're fucking doing, like, whatever, like, road work or, like, whatever, right? I'm like, are you working for the fucking government? I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, I see, it's winter and you're not working.
He goes, I always see Styles around town.
yeah,
that's what's up.
skirting.
Yeah.
Fucking right. There was a car parked outside of Bisho's not long ago that we thought was yours.
Oh, that's right. That was a couple weekends. That was
Yeah.
funny, man, because I remember I was running home late. And
running.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I pull
sorry.
in.
Sorry, last
And I see that white Dodge Dart, and I'm like, is that Zach? And
oh shit! Just
and-
dropped the name of his car. Oh.
oh, true, yeah.
It's clearly more than one of them.
And but then obviously I knew it wasn't. But then yeah, I'm like getting ready and shit, look at my phone, and you're like, I'm here. Is that? And you're like,
Oh, that
is
was episode 100.
It might have been,
because
yeah.
I was thinking in my head. I'm like, oh,
For-
is this
came
like?
for the
Yeah,
party,
he came.
right?
Like, yeah.
I do think he was invited that night. I think he
And
tried
he
to
didn't
get
even
here.
show up.
I think he tried to get here, but he had prior engagements. He was recording some music that night with a homie, I believe.
Like that's an excuse. No, sorry, I'm just being a dick now. I think I'm starting to get drunk, and that's what's going on.
Yeah, oh man,
But yeah, no, I'm sorry.
that's what it is. The homie.
Yeah, gang. You already know what it does.
Yeah, that night was
Did you already
funny,
say
though.
this or not? What the question your mom asked the other day?
Yo, no, not on here.
Not
but
on
I was
here?
about to say shout out to my mom because that was brought up just not long ago, and I was
Which?
about to say that
What?
you already know what it is.
Oh, that, yeah, oh,
Someone
sorry,
said it.
yeah,
Someone
yeah.
said it, and I was about to say.
Oh, you were about to go into that?
I was about to do it. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
So, yeah,
Fuck.
that shit's funny, man. So yeah, I don't know. Should we?
Yeah, if you
Why
want,
not?
man.
So-
Did she get it in the end? Did she?
Oh, like yeah, I explain. I feel like I explained it very well from coming from me. So yeah, my mom asked me like a very typical parent thing coming from like someone that does podcasting
What does
and you
YOLO
know
mean?
that's relevant. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you've watched The Daily Joint and you know what Styles is all about, obviously, even this. If you check our bio on Instagram, it even says it. But
Does it
you
really?
already, yeah, I changed it. You already know what it is or what it does, and you already know. You've tuned into this before. You know what we're all about. But it was funny. My mom had to ask me I've been meaning to ask this for a little while now. What does you already know what it does mean? And I laughed for a good 5 minutes, believe me. Believe me. And then I told her, I was like, oh, it's just a saying, you know, like if you've watched this before, you already know what to expect.
Yeah.
So you already know what it does. Yeah. And
don't
then
even have
I
to tell
even
you.
put in brackets like, you know, him talking, smoking weed or whatever, right? And just to like break it down. And that was a funny moment, man.
That's hilarious, though.
Shout
I
to
mean,
his,
it's like one of those statements. I mean, I guess like to me, it sounds pretty self-explanatory, right?
right.
You already know what it does.
Yeah,
like,
but apparent, you know,
yeah,
that's
you already know what
'Cause it's
what
like-
is.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. That's what
Because
it.
it's like, well, like, because I think the first time I ever heard it was you already know what it is, and I'm like, yeah, like you already know what it is, like. I don't have to tell you what it is and why you're here because you already know what it is, you know? Like,
Yeah.
same bad time, same bad
that's
channel.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
So then, like, yeah, I don't have to tell you what it is because you know what it is. But then I heard somebody say, I think it was fucking a Wu-Tang thing or something. And it was just somebody, like, talking. It wasn't even, like, rap. And they said, you know what it does? And I was like, well, what does that mean then? And I'm like, well, they must, you know what I mean? It must just be the same goddamn thing.
Right.
It's just like is and does and was and were and like,
Yeah.
you know? I'm like, you know what it was, like whatever. So I'm like, you know, I'm like, okay, yeah. Not that you know what it was everything, but I just mean I'm like, okay, yeah,
No,
like
but I
you know, I'm
still
like just
get it, though.
yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, you know what it does. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm like, it sounds different, like it sounds weird to me compared to like you know what it is,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Yeah,
it
I
all
just started
means-
saying, yeah, man, I don't know.
Yeah. It's so funny, man. That you know, she asked me. It's
Or,
so like one of those typical like
what it
a
does,
movie,
blood, like you know,
yeah, yeah.
what it does, what it do, homie.
Right.
What do we got
Right.
there?
Big on
shout out
Blake.
to Blake Alexander, man.
Oh,
Yes, last week. Big shout out to Blake. Yo,
Fucking
if you
right.
haven't watched yet, go back a week ago, episode 102, and listen to Blake talk, man. He's got a great story, and you know, if you're battling, you know, just listen to his story. Reach out.
Actually, since we're talking about it, go to @blake.alexander. Alexander has 2 A's in it, and I believe there's a link to his link tree in there, and there's a fucking book. Well, there's also his music. Don't forget about his music. But check out his fucking book. It's what was it? The Burberry Scarf, the story of
Yeah, that's right.
alcoholic and a Burberry scarf
Yeah,
or something
yeah,
like that.
that's right.
Go check that out. Honestly, do that though.
Yeah.
For real.
Yo,
And what's that?
well, I'll finish what you're saying about Blake first.
No, I was just gonna say, and go check out the episode we did with him as well.
Oh, definitely,
Yeah.
for sure. Yo, big shout out to Ottawa Rap Stars right now.
Oh
for tuning
shit,
in.
are they
And-
tuning
and
in?
Malcolm
Yeah.
and Malcolm. Yeah, for sure.
Shit, I actually, man, I feel like I
You
don't-
already
I don't
know.
I don't know what to say now. Say right now. Auto rap stars. Hey,
Shit,
So-
yo,
hey guys.
check it out.
I don't even know what to do.
Check them out.
What do I do with my hands? They're watching us.
That's hilarious.
They're watching us. That's the second time. That I said that. Will Ferrell thing. Man,
Yeah.
you know what? Look up fucking Aggressive Sam. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now.
We got him excited.
It's because I walked in the
And
house.
it's funny because no one has seen Jonesy's shirt yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's aggressive salmon.
So
That's
I
right.
walked in the house. It's almost the same color as this chair looks on the TV. But
Well,
not there on that one for
yeah,
me. Sorry, yeah.
Right, a bit
But-
lighter.
But next question. So whenever I walked in the house, Jonesy's wearing a sweater right now. You're gonna have to get in the picture later. Or yeah, jump in. Man, I was gonna say Jonas.
I think I turned this.
Jay said to jump into
Yeah,
this
that's
fucking.
right,
Did you? I was
yeah.
gonna say Jay said to jump into this chair. You should. But so
Chill for
I
a
show
little
up.
bit. Make yourself at home,
Turn
bro.
this mic on.
I show up.
Oh, it's not on. No
Turn
way.
it down 'cause no.
Do it. Jump in, man. Fuck.
Yeah,
I don't
do
know
it.
why you didn't
Just
already.
Jump on in, yeah.
I'm
So
so used to sitting in this chair.
Yeah.
so I show up. Yeah, true. Yeah.
I gotta control everything, you know.
So I show up and I walk in the door and Jonesy's standing there and he's wearing this Actually, you know what? I shouldn't say that. Jonesy came out the door and greeted us, and he's wearing this crew neck fucking sweater. Which shout out to the crew neck sweater, fucking dope.
Yeah.
See, now,
I actually nice. You can still get
gets
it.
it done.
So, but I mean, like, I love it, right? And I just walked up to I'm like, yo, that's it. I'm like, it's Aggressive Salmon, and they're like, what? And I'm like, yo, that man, it's from a movie or something. They're like, what? And I'm like, it's aggressive salmon, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's a Will Ferrell line. I'm not sure. You can tell me
Yeah,
if it's
correct
not.
us if we're wrong.
For
sure.
I don't know.
It
Like, I
seems
mean,
like
I
it would
hope
be
someone
him.
out there could comment and be like, it's this movie.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna Google it anyways and try and find it. But whether it's Will Ferrell or not, tell me what's up. But I thought it was. I said I think it's like Will Ferrell or something, and I said it might be fucking Anchorman. But either way, I was like, yeah.
Familiar from Anchorman. if I'm
No,
not
I was
Well, I
like,
don't
it's
know,
aggressive
man.
salmon or whatever,
some
right?
fucking-
But where
some
was I going with
shirts,
this?
like
But wait,
dress shirts
but
wait,
and
but where was I going with
salmon
this,
are
though?
Nice, you know, like,
Where was I going with this though?
I
nice
have no
salmon
idea.
dress
Oh,
shirt.
it's because we were talking about Ottawa Rap Stars. Shout out to them and shout out to everybody watching.
Malcolm.
And Malcolm, yeah. And then I said
Blake.
something got me excited, and I said this, that, and the other, and then I said aggressive salmon, and then I
You were
felt like.
raising your hands.
Oh yeah, oh that's what it was. Cause yeah, I was like, I was like, yeah, I don't know what to do because they're watching us, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
oh my
right.
god, I don't know what to do with my hands, and that's a Will Ferrell thing. And then it made me think that earlier I made a line that I thought was a Will Ferrell thing, or I think is a Will Ferrell thing,
Right.
and that was the aggressive salmon. And welcome to how
That is
my
gonna
mind
be-
works.
If anyone ever comments on this sweater when I'm wearing it, it's
Yeah.
gonna be my response.
You know what? I
Totally.
could message a guy right now.
Do it up. I got two things to say.
The same dude. He's a fucking what do you call it? Licensed fucking like ever carpenter or like house builder shit.
Right.
And he's going to check the boys. I think it's supposed to be happening right now, or if it's not already done. If not, I'm really sorry, Twigs. But he's supposed to be going to sign some papers to show that the fucking
right.
the groundbreaking ceremony on this fucking studio at Burrow Media.
Do we get to smash champagne bottles on the wall?
Yeah.
That's a boat.
Like,
No. But so yeah, he was supposed to go and check the shit. But my point is, I could text that guy right now and be like, "It's aggressive salmon," and he would be like,
He'd know what you're
"What do you
talking.
need to know about
Yeah,
this joke?"
right.
Like,
yeah.
It's not pink. It's aggressive salmon.
That's great. So yeah,
I already found it on here.
Nice. So two things real quick. Auto Rap Stars. If you guys don't follow them already,
Here it is.
okay, hold that thought.
It's a button down, like a faded salmon color.
You mean your pink shirt?
Oh, this sounds like a show.
Faded salmon color.
No, I haven't seen your pink shirt.
Friends?
That was Friends, but they didn't say aggressive salmon.
Yeah.
He said faded salmon. I'm super disappointed. We're not gonna research that any further.
Anyway.
But what Bisho was saying was
Yeah.
go check out Ottawa Rap Stars. If you go to Instagram,
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell their name, but it's if you just put in Ottawa Rap Stars, I'm sure it'll
It'll
come
pop
out.
up.
But their @ is like an abbreviation or like a I'm sorry, I'm butchering you guys, but seriously,
no.
go check them out because they actually put out a lot of content and they support the city probably like a little bit more than we do.
Amen. And they got this award
Just
show
saying.
going on right now too. So if you hit the link in their bio, go vote.
Oh, true.
Go
I
and
went.
voted
Voted. Can
already.
you vote every day?
I'm not
or
sure
can
about
you just
that.
vote the once? Because
Maybe.
I voted the once, but I never went back to see.
Same.
Actually, maybe if they're listening, or like since
Yeah,
they are
they could
listening,
let
they
us
can
know.
hit us up.
And on top of that, real quick, go watch the Ottawa New podcast hosted by Malcolm himself.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
New Ottawa podcast.
Yeah, yo, much love, homie. We see that shit, and we want to see more artists doing more things, and yo, it's only good for Ottawa, man. So
Absolutely.
much love to you, Malcolm. We hope nothing but the best for you, homie.
Fucking right. We'll have to have you through again in the
Yeah, man.
2021 season or 2020,
Well, I do
2021
believe,
year, and we'll talk about that for sure.
Maybe a pull up has been in a little bit of talks or briefly with Malcolm.
Oh, yeah, let's
Briefly.
do it. Let's get it.
Briefly, but I want to bring that up again because we remember that.
Yeah, let's get
so
it.
yeah, maybe I bring that up
I know
again
these-
now, and we'll
I know the
confirm
guys.
that.
I know the guys that do the pull up, and I could probably get you in there.
Hey,
Aren't we gangsters? All right. Is it time again? Yo, let's do a shot. You want to do a
It's
shot?
always that time. Shot of what?
I'm not a.
I gotta add.
I don't
some
like
shit to
shots.
That I guess.
See, I've been working my way up to a shot, and I think I'm here. When he was trying to do that shot of fucking whiskey, he mentioned a shot of whiskey, and I was like, yo, I'm like, fuck off. I'm like, that's fucked. And then he
Hey.
sat here with it for 15 minutes, and I was like, well, yeah, me too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking doing that. But if anybody wants to do a shot with me, let's get it.
What are you taking a shot of?
I'll take a shot of whatever. We can do a shot of fucking water if you want. Let's do a shot.
Shot of water.
Yo, shout out
I'll shoot
Devontae
this
tuning
beer.
in.
Yo, big shout out to Vontae. Actually, if you go back further in this video, you see we shout him out again, and you should go listen to the fucking song. What it's called
Driving
again?
home for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm driving home for Christmas. Because
on Spotify.
like I said, I believe he might actually be driving home for Christmas. I mean, he might be the type of guy to fucking go and do something like that.
Well, man, if that's true, safe travels.
Yeah, for sure. Because I heard that like
Because we might not talk again.
Christmas is in
since
winter,
then.
and then I'm pretty sure
Christmas is in winter.
I heard
That's how it works.
I heard in this parts in Canada in winter there's snow. Anyway, sorry. Now I'm just being
There's no snow
dumb,
out there.
but
No, he got it.
No,
He got
yeah.
it. It's
Can't-
dangerous
Yeah, we
around
did.
these parts, man.
but yeah.
Be
I
safe on the road.
I guess
to
I was just
everybody.
breaking it down like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
Man,
speaking of Snoop Dogg.
I was gonna
That's
say,
what I'm saying
did
in
he
the-
ever do a job?
The one
though?
guy even said, because he's like, man, but he was saying shit like, yeah, I punched him, and he punched him again, and then he dodged a punch. Or you know what I mean? Like, he was just saying simple shit.
Yeah.
And the one guy's like, Snoop Dogg's breaking it down for us, or whatever, right? And he's like, yeah, the one guy's tired, and the other guy's not tired. Like, he wasn't saying that shit, but I'm just being dumb.
Yeah.
But point is, he was being really simple with shit. And I even said, I'm like, man, it was almost like he took a class before this, and they were like, say, like, stamina. And, like, you know, like, say these words,
Yeah.
you know? Like, these are
Man,
key
words to
words
say.
for,
he
and this
made
is what they
shit pretty
mean.
funny.
But
though.
it was,
he
it was.
made
He,
me laugh a
man,
couple
at the one
times,
point,
for
he
sure.
said, "This is like my uncle and
my drunk uncles at the barbecue.
yeah,
or
my
something
drunk
like that.
uncle's at a family barbecue going at it or whatever."
No way.
Yeah, and I just
Well,
died, man.
And somebody said, I don't know where I heard this. It was probably fucking No Jumper because I just, like, live and breathe the shit. But
yeah,
either way, I heard it somewhere. People, it was a conversation or podcast or whatever. People were talking about it, and they were talking about how the one dude said, he's like, man, he's like, I don't think it would have went down the same if Snoop Dogg wasn't there. Like,
no,
I don't think it would have been the same,
Yeah.
you know, and
The
not
last
just
fight.
not the same,
Yeah.
just not like it wouldn't
For
have
sure,
been
man,
what
yeah.
it was, you know what I mean? Like it was like part of the show
Yeah.
itself, you know. And
It
I was
really
like, true
was,
that though,
man.
man. I'm like. Even though, like I said, like if you're like into like fighting and shit and whatever, you're like, man, this guy's just saying stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like the stuff, like you said, he was like, these are like my drunk uncles boxing in the backyard or whatever. Like I didn't hear that, but that's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious, right? Like
He just. Have you ever seen him like narrate the like nature?
nature.
document- or
I saw
nature
like
shows
clips
and
of
shit?
it.
Like
Oh,
that shit's
shit.
hilarious.
What?
I think our guest arrived 15 minutes ago.
No kidding.
Call him.
You're a little late.
Yeah, call him up right now.
Might have to give my seat up.
Here we go. Let's see. Wait, what guest?
Wait, I was gonna say, you know, like who I'm talking about. It wouldn't
Oh,
be this late in our
I thought
actual
you meant-
guest.
oh,
It's
I
our
th- well-
actual
Well,
guest.
don't say
I-
that.
yeah,
Then, 'cause
Sorry,
he's not even
okay,
a guest.
yeah,
he's just
yeah,
like
true.
I thought
Okay,
so,
our
too.
lawyer is here, I think. Sorry. I was gonna say, man, we're
Oh, he
legit
did
like
say
almost
something about
2
French.
hours into the podcast.
He did say something about French.
Yeah, he said
Wait,
something.
do you guys
about
get
Iraq.
this? Do you guys get a fucking phone call if I send
Yeah,
this?
I am.
So what? Could we all go like 4-way on this?
Let's try it.
Let's do it. My phone's over.
Oh,
there.
this might chip everybody out. What?
Yo, gangster shit, bro. We're doing podcast stuff.
Check
Look,
this out.
look at he's up
Oh,
in here
we're
too.
three-way,
Dope.
we're
Yo,
three-way.
G gang.
Are you here, Gord?
Yo, you dropped his fucking.
I did. Fuck. Dope. Alright, we'll let you in.
Is he outside?
That's the secret password.
All right.
Yeah, he's here. Let
Peace,
him in.
brother.
Man, I'm bad for that tonight. I'm bad
Well,
for that tonight.
But you know what though? Also is fucking.
I should have just said, you know.
Also fucking.
I mean,
But
it
what
is
he
still a
just
bit
said,
of a
no, but what he
nickname.
just said.
Yeah,
And what we call him.
yeah,
He was talking about bringing him.
yeah. Oh, anyways.
So I gotta fucking piss, but Jonesy's not here to press the ding button, and I don't want to leave B-Show alone. Well, I mean, like, no offense, but you're fucking fired, bro. There it is. You're fired, though. Yeah. Now there's
Oh,
too.
that's
Now
great.
there's too many dings on
Yeah.
the counter. He went ahead and pressed it twice. Now
Y'all
there's too many
heard it
dings.
all.
I don't know what it is, man. Tonight I fucking am like sitting with my fucking my I was gonna say my mic on the mouth, my mouth on the mic. which is against Joe Rogan's fucking rules. You're supposed to be a fist away,
Fist away.
like a doctor.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what doctors have anything to do with it, but
Well, you know,
aren't we fancy?
aren't we fancy? Yeah, we got that. Yo, once again, shout out to Ottawa Rap Stars. If you're not following them, go give them a follow.
It's probably the 18th time
Instagram.
I've done this.
And yeah, holding it down for the city. Much love to everybody tuning in. You know, this late with just the two of us. You know, holding it
Yeah.
down,
Actually, you know what? Yeah, thanks.
talking our shit. You know.
Excuse me. I just want to say thanks because fucking we started super late. And
Yeah,
you know
we
what?
did.
You have Uber time for that. You can write an Uber or write a message to Uber, and you can tell them that fucking Khaled can fucking suck a fucking nutsack.
Big old
Sorry,
nutsack.
all right. I'm getting a little fucking crazy, but
But
if you do want to do that, you can tell them to fuck off because they made me late. And at the same time, too, I told the story at the start of the podcast, and you could probably realize that
we're past
some
that.
some no, I was gonna say some decisions that I made may have made us late.
Right.
know?
Yes. Yeah, I
Like
know what
if
you're
I
talking
really
about.
planned for this and started an hour or two early, I would have been here already, or we would have been here already. But at the same time, we also filmed another poutine review.
Oh
and you
man.
should fucking check it out.
Hell yeah.
It'll be coming out very, very, very soon. If you're watching this post, might already be out. But if you're watching this live, it's definitely not out right now.
Not
but,
this very moment.
If you're looking for those, they'll be on our fucking Instagram at 4G Audio Podcast. And you probably already follow us on Instagram. But if you don't, go follow us now. And if you don't subscribe to us, just hit that little red button.
Oh
and,
yeah.
And ring the bell. Because if you ring the bell, that makes a whole difference. Makes a big difference.
That's right.
Berta.
Hey. That's right. You know,
Bow.
nothing but love from 4G Audio Podcast.
Alright,
We
go
got
make-
big things coming.
Gonna make Matt pissed with my
Alright.
guy.
You go do your thing. If you need, I'll hold everybody down.
Wow.
Yeah,
He'll be back. I'll let him ding me out.
that's right, eh? Gotta
Jonesy,
get that ding out.
can you ding me out?
How's
Yeah.
everything up there?
You're dinging again?
Hey.
Thanks.
One out, one in. So,
I'm back to my captain's chair.
back to the captain's chair. Yeah, we got a special guest.
We got two special guests.
Oh, dope. We do actually. Yeah, I'll make some noise for the dunk man.
Duncan.
Where's the dunk man? Yo, where's the dunk man at?
I'd be horrified of your thumb.
No, he won't be. Dunk man, what's up, buddy?
Get him on the
You
camera.
remember me? Yeah, he looks a little nervous. It's alright, buddy.
Yeah, he's a big.
Yeah, it's alright. The dunk man, I was gonna pick him up, but
Eventually, he'll probably just jump in your lap.
oh, he will. I remember. But
He's just a little
anyways.
teddy bear.
yeah, you already heard the big man. Hit that red button if you're new here. If you don't know, you already should. But our Gold Bars Challenge is very much active. Deadline is December 15th. You know, go to our Instagram page, check out the 8 entries that are in so far. You know, we hope to see more.
I think Bully Zone's leading the pack right now.
Yeah, actually, you know, let's get an outsider's take on it. From
you
what
heard-
you've heard of all the entries so far, G, what do you think?
Bully Zone's is number one for me right now, but I haven't heard them all.
Right.
Because there's probably some that have come in since.
Well, I think there's 2 very recent ones, and then yeah, it's kind of been spaced out a little bit, but we're getting to the end here now, and yeah.
Nice.
So why Bully Zone's verse?
Yeah, he just had it all. He had the presence, the video that went with it. You know, you're just
Yeah,
like, this is gonna be sick, and he threw all you guys in. The
yeah,
verses.
right.
Cutting off thumbs and. it was-
Yeah, I know. I
cutting
picked
your
up on
thumb
that
was
for
awesome.
sure, man. Yeah, that's right. Actually, you know, speaking on that term, I actually just got released from physio this past Wednesday for my thumb. You know, I'm not wearing a cast or splint no more. You know, it's been 3 months, man. 2 days ago, the
Yeah,
day
2
I
days
got
ago.
released. Yeah, was the day I went home after surgery. So it happened on the 1st of September. Went home the 2nd. Was pretty fortunate I had surgery as early as I did, and I was able to do all that.
Yeah, with COVID, I guess that could have been real.
It wasn't really that. You know, I think I got in really quick, man. Well, the doctor said, I don't really remember the details on this part, but I remember the doctor coming in early on and being like, if this was 45 minutes later, you would have lost your thumb. Something
Yeah, really.
around that mark.
Jesus.
Something to do with my thumb in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's all I really remember, but I
That's
do
how long it would take to
do
cook it.
I do remember being like
So you want
talked
chicken wing?
to about like how lucky I am, like your nerve wasn't severed, but basically like everything else was. You know, lucky I'm like fully healed, but
Yeah, it looks really good actually.
Man.
Your nails gonna come in pretty nice.
it thinks
After.
like right. It looks skinny because like it lost a lot of muscle.
Can you bend it?
This is the far that I can bend it, and that's with resistance, right? So just on its own is like that much. But I can do everything you need to do, man. Like texting or whatever. Like it might like be an awkward like angle
What
or
about
whatever.
Racing games.
Racing games are
They're fucked for now.
here, man. It's funny you say racing games because
Yo,
I'm
pull
into
up
racing, but those are the
Dude.
hardest ones because it's it's constant back and forth. But no, man, that just comes down to the strength of the tendon. I've learned a lot about tendons and shit since because of my physiotherapist, obviously. But it's all video games were very good therapy for it, and it gets achy and stuff, but it's pretty good now. Like
You're
it's
better off to play a video game than fucking do stupid little exercises.
yeah, well, no, the exercises help, and like working helps too if you're like certain work, right? Like carpentry, if you're like grabbing screws all day to like hammer in, right? Like very fine motor skills or whatever, the best or whatever. But she always stresses, she's like, you know, honestly, like people, when it comes to your tip joint, the degree of movement people to do normal things actually isn't that much. People can move it like on a 90 or 80, but to do everyday things like grabbing things, like pinching to grab, look at that. Like look at how much I'm moving this, right?
You don't need it as much.
Like you
as
don't
think.
need to bend it.
Yeah,
You don't need to be able to bend it more than
Even-
what I'm already bending it, right? So I'm in good shape, but she says I can get more movement out of it if I just stick to the exercises and shit.
Shout out to my homie
So-
Shaylee. Sorry.
Yeah, big shout out to Shaylee.
touch.
Touch is coming back like phenomenally lately. It took some time. That was actually one of the biggest things once I was able to take off my splint
Yeah,
and
he
start
couldn't even
using
touch
it.
my dick for the longest time.
Yeah.
It
Straight
was
up.
like a real stranger.
Legit, yeah. Yeah, it was all numb and everything. But no, the worst side is that this is still a little bit numb, but as for the bottom to like touch and feel
Pull up
things,
close there.
I probably couldn't light this lighter though.
Show.
You know what I mean? I couldn't light a lighter's fucking
That's good practice. lighting
Hard.
bongs.
yeah, well, I
Yeah.
just used the right, but this is actually like
No.
like it fucking
You can do it.
Ah,
You can do it.
let's go.
Oh
I
no.
can't actually
Tune in next week when
Yeah.
B Show lights a lighter. No,
That'll
you know
be
what
his,
though?
like,
Yeah,
show of progress.
You know
yeah,
what? You know what though?
exactly.
Remember with my fucking leg and my back and shit. Remember I was
Good
saying
to see
my
you, buddy.
remember I was saying my leg and shit was all numb and shit from the sciatica shit.
Yeah.
I was like
You
that.
had sciatica?
Oh
yeah,
man.
well, that
like,
whole story with this
Man,
guy,
and you know what's
yeah.
fucked up though? You know what's fucked up is like, man, everyone I talk to that like ever had this experience, they're like, man, I won't go back to normal. I am fucking normal right now. Like
You
even
seem to be,
even
man,
bully zone.
anyways,
Like I
yeah.
mean, like I mean, don't get me wrong.
as little as
walking-
he can.
Why? Yeah. Oh, don't get me
He
wrong.
was walking like,
But
it
like
was bad,
even
hard for him to
like
walk.
don't get me wrong, my back fucking still hurts here and there and whatever. But like as for like my leg, like man, seriously, my right leg, I could fucking kick it up like past my hip type thing. But my left leg, I could barely lift it up off the ground. Like if I was putting it straight out in front of me, I might be able to put it fucking like 8 inches above me. But man, one day I was walking around my house, it felt like there was I was in bare feet, felt like there was a sticker stuck on the bottom of my toe. Cause it was like numb right there, right? On my big toe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, what the fuck? I kept looking. I'm like, there's nothing there. And I'd like touch it. And I'm like, man, it feels like I'm not touching my foot. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel the pressure, but I don't feel the feeling.
Something's pinched.
And so I'm like, what the fuck, man? And then I was feeling it like in my knee and like down my leg and shit. And that's what they say. But my hip, man, honestly, my hip, my dad said, because my dad's had both of his hips replaced in the last year. And he said like when like his hip was fucked. He could feel it all around his leg, like all around, like in his like groin and shit like that, or growing,
Yeah.
growing. And but like man, I could feel it all around my leg. Sometimes I'd step and I'd feel like my leg's gonna go and pop out. Fucked. But my hip, like right on the side and shit, I couldn't sleep on my side. The hip was all fucked. And then I started thinking I had a fucking blood clot because somebody brought that up to me and they're like, make sure you don't have clot. And then I Googled it, which you don't do. But but it said I had some of the fucking some of the symptoms, right? They'd listed 10 symptoms, but like one of them was like you get hot and shit, right? And I'm like, wow, like I was pretty hot earlier, or like you know whatever, right? Like the heat.
I had a hot flash. Am I going to?
Yeah, like the heat kicked on while I had the blanket on, and like I got sweaty earlier or whatever, right? But I'm like, but anyways, but point is like I what do you call it? I compared the two of them, so I went to the same exact site and got the same. So it was 10 symptoms of sciatica and then 10 symptoms of blood clot.
Yeah.
And I was like 3, and then like maybe 4 if you add the fucking add the like the hot flash thing, you know.
Yeah.
But then with the sciatica, I was like 8 or something, right? So I'm like, okay, it's definitely sciatica. But I was talking to Bully Zone, and he's like, man, he's like, I was like that for a couple months, and I'm like, so it goes away? And he's like, no. He's like, it was like that for a couple months. He's like, now I still like am numb and shit. But man, I was at a point where like, you know how like you fucking stand on one foot and you put your foot in your shoe. You stand on the other foot and you put your foot in your shoe. If I would stand on my left foot, I was just like this.
Yeah, no balance.
I had no balance, man, and my toes, my feet. Sometimes I do this. I cross my big toe over my other toe. Like I just like sometimes just do it. Just sitting there, I'll just flip my toes like this. Man, I like how he's doing this. I'm trying to light the lighter. I'm doing this just to try and get my fucking toe to flip over. But now, like I said, now I'm fine. But when I talk to people who said they had it before, and like I said, even Bully Zone said, he's like, man, it won't. It gets better, but it doesn't go away, you know.
Right.
But now, man, like I can't tell that it ever happened. Like I wish I could show people, you know. Like, I can't even tell that it ever happened.
Yeah.
But like I said, my back's still fucked. Like here and there, it's always fucked. But that fucking went away.
Do you sit on your wallet?
I don't, but whenever I like this is now years ago. Whenever I stopped doing it, but I would be driving in the city, man, and my feet would go numb.
Yeah.
My foot, like my right foot, and that's what it was. Because even too, sometimes I even just walking around, I'd feel like not even really pain, but almost like pressure, like someone was pushing like where the wallet was, and I'm like, fuck, maybe that's what it is, you know, like. And so
your cards
because
too.
you go up like 1 centimeter and you sit for 5 hours.
Yeah.
It's gonna do something.
Oh,
to your
totally, man.
Well, and also
And it
too
fucks your cards
in
up
the old
anyways,
car
you
I
gotta
had.
replace them anyways, so just
In the old
fucking-
car I had though, like the last car I had, it was like a little Civic, so like the seat was kind of like pushed back, like or like leaned back like this, you know. So like my feet go up like, or my legs go up like this over the fucking front of the seat because it's kind of like a bucket seat kind of thing. But then I have the fucking wallet, and usually my wallet's fucking thick, like it's like every card in the world you can imagine that you have. Like
I
you
have
get.
an old Subway gift card.
I was just gonna say Subway gift card that has.
Sue gave this to me.
Has nothing on it.
Shout out
There's,
to
you know,
Sue.
there's like a fucking points card to a store you went to once, you know, and shit like that. But yeah, so then I started, man, I was like, I don't need a wallet. I just threw it aside, and I would keep 3 cards. I would keep my fucking bank card and my fucking ID, like in my fucking car because I was driving, right? So bank card, ID, and my health card.
Yeah.
And so that's all I really fucking kept, right? So I would just keep it in the car. That's where I need it. You need a light, man?
No, sorry. I'm just thinking.
Okay, no. So
Can I use it for bong water?
Absolutely, actually.
Oh, yeah,
That's
it was-
probably
yeah.
the perfect use for it.
but so
We don't need
shit.
water.
Help me out here.
I think our
Beer.
guest opened it and
Shit.
like took a sip out of it last week and like put it back, so like no one else is gonna drink out of it.
Where's it going with this?
Forget
Oh,
because of that.
if someone can remind me what we were talking
Shit,
about.
as if we forget. No,
Yeah.
you were talking about
I keep thinking it's bong water now.
Your wallet. What you have in your
Oh,
wallet?
the
Yeah.
wallet, yeah. So then you know what I switched to is I found. Thank you. Fuck yeah. Thank you.
That's
So
right.
I ended up finding this. He's not
Fucking
stoned
right.
yet. That's why.
Yeah,
I'm taking
exactly.
notes.
Yeah. So
I'm
yeah.
not stoned yet, too.
Yeah,
I
that's
found
it.
this. I found this fucking. Oh, I'm already off. I found this.
You had a wallet in your pocket.
Oh yeah, I found this wallet. I found this wallet though, and because like I said, I stopped carrying a wallet. I just kept the cards in my car, and like fucking, it never bugged me except when fucking remember that one time we went to MGK? Not the one time, but this is an example of when it bugged me.
Yeah.
We go to MGK, we park my car at fucking shout out to, I'm not even gonna say her name, but an old friend that we're not friends
The
anymore.
passcode.
And we went to the yeah, and it was 8032 or 8034.
You actually did that on your own.
And it was what?
I wasn't with you that night. We met there, but like I was with.
No,
Yeah, that was
okay,
the
yeah,
first
but no,
concert
but I'm
ever.
just saying.
Yeah,
I went,
sorry.
I parked there,
Yeah.
left my ID in the car. Bisho has my ticket
Yeah.
on his phone, so we get to the door and we're like, yeah, sweet, let's go in. Like, I'm old enough. Let me the fuck in.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. I get it, whatever. I was a bouncer too. They have to have their ID because if the cops show up, you have to have your
Yeah.
ID. So I get it, whatever. But yeah, either way, I like fucking. It's like if you think about it, like the smoke thing. Like, man, I look over 25, just let me the fuck in the door. But anyways, he's like, yeah, man, like you gotta get your ID. So I had to run back to the fucking car and get the ID, which is like blocks away,
Yeah.
city blocks away, and
In a parking garage. And
then Bisho had to wait. Or actually, no, I think Danielle had to wait
Yeah.
for me to fucking my ticket to scan and shit, right? And like, luckily, whenever I walked up, the guy was like, "Okay, I remember you." Like, come in the door.
Right.
He just let me head in, but no, like so things like that, you know, like little shit like that. I'm like, I needed to go to this bar and like whatever. But then I'm like, I need it. So I started trying to find like I'm like, I want a fancy, like not even fancy. I just want a nice wallet. Like the one I had before was like a Velcro like Etnies wallet from like
Yeah.
West 49. You
Yeah.
know, the big that was my thick
teenager's
one,
wallet.
right?
Yeah.
The best wallet I had was one of those metal ones where you just put like 4.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. My buddy had one, and
Yeah.
it's like there's like elastic in it, and the plastic end comes off, and it doesn't
Right.
come off. It's because there's the elastic through it, right? Where you just like peel it back and you pull your card out. I wanted one of those. Then I found one where you put all your cards in the exact same way,
Yeah.
but they don't protrude out or protrude. They don't come out, and so you hit a button, man, and you hit a button, and then
Yeah.
the cards come out like this one and this one and this one, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
one on top of the other, but slightly aside, so you
Right.
can grab this one or grab that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So, anyways, so then I saw that one. I'm like, yeah, cool. I realized I'm taking a really long time to tell
No.
the story, but I ended up buying a fucking. It was basically the same idea, but it's just like a little thin like leather like strip. But instead of them all just packing into the end, there's like you put your this here and you put this here, and there's like 3 on the front, and there's like 1 in the middle, and then
Right.
there's like 2 on the back or
Yeah.
whatever, right? So you put them all like wherever. And I started carrying that, but if I ever do carry it out of my car, I usually leave it in my car, same thing. But if I ever carry it out of my car, I leave it in my fucking like my pants pocket in
Right,
the front.
yeah.
Because like you said, man, I realized I'm like, man, it's fucking weird. But
Yeah.
even sometimes, man, like if I have something in my back pocket, I can feel it. I'm like,
Oh
what
no,
the
I'm
fuck?
good on that for sure. Thanks though.
You know he will.
You know you will. Brandon, yo, B
B-Show
Show will
never
do
says
it.
no.
Yeah, B Show don't say no. Go follow my page now, subscribe, all that shit. Giving away $5,000 a week, baby.
Why,
Let's
what's
do
that?
it.
B-Show don't say no. Did I miss that?
That's
Was that-
something I was saying. Like,
Is that
I've
Steve
said
will
it-
do it
I've said it a couple times. Like, B Show never says no. Like,
How do you pull this?
to anything?
Stuck.
yeah, like you've offered. Like, whenever you offer shit, he's always like, "I'll do it. I'll do it."
You know what's
I'll
funny?
do it."
You know what's funny though? Okay, actually, wait. This probably isn't. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even say this, but I'm not insinuating anything or like. But one of my buddies said one day he pulls out some dill pickle chips, and he opens the dill pickle chips, and he starts eating them. He's like, "Do you like dill pickle chips?" I'm like, "I like them. I'll eat them and shit, but I don't go for them or anything." You know? He's like, "Right on." He's eating the chips. Cool. He's like,
That's
"Do you?
good,
Oh,
bro.
do you want some dill pickle chips?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good." He's like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And he keeps eating them. He goes, "You sure you don't want any of these dill pickle chips?" I'm like, "No, man, I'm good." Keeps eating the chips. He's like, "Man," he's like, "Dill pickle chips are good though." He's like trying to
You're making me
convince.
want some dill pickle
He's
chips
trying to
over here.
convince me to eat the dill pickle chips, right? And he's like, "You sure you don't want some of these?"
You're looking for a dunk man?
Yeah.
He's
Jesus.
sitting right here.
Okay, okay.
He's keeping my feet warm.
I thought I heard him
Adam,
fucking cry.
Adam
Sorry.
22 would fucking hate you.
Yeah.
But anyways, so fucking help me out. Dill
Oh,
pickle
shit,
chips.
yeah.
So fucking he's trying to offer these dill pickle chips, and he keeps like trying to sell it to me, like, "Oh yeah, man." He's like, "Oh, dill pickle chips are the best." Yeah. You don't like them though? I'm like, "Man, I eat them, but like we don't want to eat now, like, you know." And then he sits there and he's
Oh,
like,
don't even do that to me.
Man, honestly, it'll be the end of the world for me. What? Yeah, I'll take like a little puff, but like, man, I hit a
Take the
bong.
top.
I actually hit a bong last night for the first time in a really, really long time, and it was not like I just was not okay
That's
about
funny,
it.
you can,
But
like-
wait, Sorry, wait,
Dab
but
like a champion.
yeah, true, yeah.
Man,
but it's a different thing altogether.
It
Like
is.
the taste is like,
No, it
and
is,
it's
for
fire in your lungs. But the fucking dill pickle chips. But my point is that the guy was trying to offer me dill pickle chips, and I was like, what the fuck? Like he kept going and going and going. But he said to me after, he was like, man, he's like, someone told me a long time ago that how you can tell if someone will flip on you is if you can force something onto them, even after they said they don't want it. Or don't like it or whatever.
Right.
And so like you said, Bisho never says no. Like, oh yeah, you want some of these? Like, yeah, you want some of these? Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not like insinuating anything or saying anything, but I'm just saying on the same topic, my buddy said he did that to me. I don't even know if it's fucking true, but he did that to me, and he said, man, he's like, that's how you tell if someone will flip on you, because you just said, he's like, you said you eat them, but you don't want any right now. You don't want any chips. But if I got you to eat the chips, then like, if I just had to go here, and you eat the chips, then it takes. Tell me who it was. Tell me who it was.
Right,
Tell me who
yeah,
it was.
yeah,
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 exactly. Yeah.
I see.
So you're saying I'm easily manipulated?
Well, that's what I was saying. I was
It's
like,
all
not-
for the
well,
show,
no,
baby.
But like I said,
Only
whenever I
fa-
started, I was saying I'm not insinuating anything or saying.
I
I was
got
just saying
one- I
on the
got
same
one
topic that if you like.
I got one rule. Well, not that I'm doing anything crazy, but
B-show, don't say no.
yeah, I'll do it for the fucking podcast.
It's like Steve will do it. It's like,
Exactly.
yeah,
I'll
do it for the
I'll
gram.
do it for the podcast.
It's like
but
Steve
I
will
ain't
do
no
it, but
fucking idiot.
What'd you say again? B-show don't say no.
Yeah,
Steve,
don't say no.
Steve will do it. B-show don't say no. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Duncan? We love you, bro.
Or Styles will do it. Fucking B-show don't say no. Yeah, man. Did Duncan get a fucking face shot or no?
He didn't get his close up yet.
No. That's what I was going for.
Excuse me, sir. You dropped your pocket.
Yeah, I do. What the fuck's that from?
I don't know. Somebody just said
That's
it
from
one time.
something, man. Excuse me, sir. You dropped your pocket.
What's the aggressive
that?
salmon from?
Oh, dude.
For like a summer, that's all we said to people. We fuck with people.
That was from something, man. Yeah, that's like what. Man, we just cleared one of these moments, and now I'm like,
Spit it
now
out.
I got something new here.
Come on.
One of those things you can't figure out.
Nice Duke, by the way.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm fucking probably making it worse for you.
No, it's all good. It's going away.
It's going away. I'm forgetting.
It was just what me and G were on. It wasn't anything important.
Oh, do
Eh?
Jay Dilla.
No, not in the comments.
Listening to Dilla.
Just recently. Just now,
talking to
speaking.
Steve about something?
Yeah, but we're not talking about that at all. We're talking about right here, right now in the flesh, like what was just brought up.
Jeepers H fuck, boys.
Yeah.
I don't.
Anyways.
Pocket.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's it. You drop your pocket. What the fuck is that from, man? That's from something.
Google
But
that
it's
shit.
not from a movie,
That's my
though.
job, I guess.
I don't know. I think it's like.
That's from like some YouTube video or something.
I think it's
think.
just from a thing people would say. To
If
each
you
other.
guys
'Cause
know,
someone
if
just sent
you're
it to me the
watching
other
it
day.
now,
Look
and you
at
know.
that. It's probably like one of
Yeah.
those videos.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
drop your pocket, man. But we
I
were
don't know.
talking about something earlier though,
Well,
and
so
it was like you
fuzzy.
cleared it up, and I was
It's
like,
like
man,
it's like so apparently on the Urban Dictionary, it's kind of like your flies down. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
right? You dropped
um,
your pocket. The valley
to see if
term
a person
for
is
sure.
stupid enough to check if they've indeed dropped their pocket.
Yeah, like it's like there's something
Like,
on
can you
your
get
shirt.
someone to-
Something on your shirt.
Yeah,
Like what's
yeah.
or what's on your shirt?
From the clock tower. I think he did it to a guy from the clock tower, and he got so pissed off he threw his bike against the beam.
Oh yeah. I remember.
What clock
you
tower?
guys-
Like the bar clock tower?
No, like the clock tower, like
Oh, like DT.
in red.
Statue.
Yeah.
DT Airtown.
So-
limitations.
So there's these two guys.
But there
okay,
is no
yeah.
statute of limitations in Canada.
Yeah,
Is there?
From you can't. When I'm 16 and I commit a crime, I can't get charged for it when I'm 28.
Yeah.
But I looked this up. I thought there wasn't. Well, I mean,
18,
I
right, is
googled
the-
it,
No,
but
so that's for the rape shit.
this is just for. I was just looking up if there was any statute of because I was looking up for this because I was looking up for things that I could talk about that.
Isn't it specific crimes too? Like there's no statute of limitations on like a murder, but if it's like
There's and well,
Theft or,
and
like,
certain stuff has time,
assault or
but certain
something,
stuff
like-
has different times. Certain stuff has different times, but
Yeah, you're probably right. It probably is like it's either if it's an indictable offense, then it's probably like no statute of limitations.
okay, yeah, that would make sense because yeah,
Right.
I got some fucking
So-
indictable offenses.
This
But they know
story-
about those.
These
But
two-
like, what would you think is grievous bodily harm?
grievous bodily harm? Like if I was just gonna
What
like,
does that mean?
I would say
Yeah,
anything
like-
that leaves a mark.
okay,
That's literally what it is.
Okay.
I would have thought grievous bodily harm was like your legs hanging off your body.
Right, like something gruesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna
Whenever
say
you said that,
it
I wanted to
sounds-
know what you meant by grievous.
it does sound.
So
See, I
grievous
was.
would be like a deep
Like
cut.
a cut or
a
something,
cut
right?
requires stitches, and then like
like what I
actual
had
bodily
to
harm
get.
would be like a small cut on your arm.
Okay.
It's, like, crazy.
Right,
Nice.
the fine line between the two or whatever.
Yeah, but like, if you
Man, I
I
had
go
a-
to jail for grievous bodily harm, like I better hope that guy's kneecaps on the other side of his leg, you know?
Man, I had a girl.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
sounds more brutal.
it sounds like
what
it
actually
sounds-
is
yeah.
necessary
I had a
for
girl
that.
grievously harm my body once.
You
She
should see the
fucking.
scratches on my back.
She, well, yeah, that too. No, sorry. Actually, I realized that sounded. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Been there,
I
been
wish.
there, bud.
No. Wait. I wish
Should give you
I.
a cheese grater? Is
I
that-
no. I wish I was making that joke, but I was. I feel like. Well, I shouldn't have said anything now, but.
I remember
But
when
what
I
I was
came-
saying
I
was
came
this girl
home.
fucking was handing out fucking paper in fucking school, and she fucking went like this and was like, and it fucking paper cut
Oh,
my
yeah.
eyeball.
No way. Ah,
man.
You
Like,
did that to
number
someone?
one, you
The
don't
girl
wanna
did it
be
to
in
me.
school at all.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
two, that
man.
happens at school.
Oh,
wild man.
man.
That's
Yo,
brutal.
I was just watching something the other day. So I drink. I sometimes pull up and pick those up and shit because you were drinking them the time I was down. And I went and fucking. I saw some like I don't know if it was like a YouTube vlog shit or if it was on a fucking like movie or TV show or whatever. You know, on some shit they'll take the labels off shit. But it was a fucking aha 100%, and they
Trailer
took the
Park Boys
label
does
off.
that a lot.
Yeah?
yeah.
But it was an aha, and I was like, yo, they're drinking aha. My buddy's like, the fuck is that? And I was like, oh, it's this. He's like, it's a water bottle, bro. Because it was just like white cap, like looks like a Coke kind of thing or whatever, right? Or like a fucking Canada Dry ginger ale type thing. Same bottle, right? And he's like, man. He's like, I think it's just water, man. I'm like, no. I'm like, it's an aha for sure. Like, yeah.
Wow, look at the comments. Look at Leo's comments, Gordo. I just noticed those now. But yeah, man, yo, fuck.
He's got a chub for the Bombay.
Yeah, he's good. No, but yeah, I know he does for the Bombay, but no, he's
I wanna
talking
wear
for
that-
the lawyer talk. Is
I
what
want to
he's
wear
saying.
that. I want to wear that Louis blanket right now and sit in that chair. Remember
I was
that
gonna
chair I was
say,
talking about
yeah.
earlier?
Should we fucking, I don't know, maybe ask G some questions and fucking hit it on out of here or what?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah?
Do that.
I was gonna say
Did
he's
we?
never
Did we
answered
do?
the
I don't know. Did we
questions.
do it though? He was here for your birthday.
Yeah, we think.
Oh, we probably did.
Did we ask
we
you a bunch of
ask you
questions?
Be honest too. Like if we did, say
think so, yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right.
We definitely did.
Did we add a sense? There's one.
Yeah. Yo, would you rather have 2 million followers or $2 million? And this is fucking good.
I've heard this one a few times. now.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
I got this from like social media.
From
It's
the
been
pod.
going around. Yeah.
From the pod.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And you know what? The last lad that was on that said that, $2 million is way better. I think he's right because, I would have said 2 million followers because look at all the potential you can have. But
Yeah,
you know what? You got the $2 million in your hand. The 2 million followers can get you $2 million.
it's true.
So just take the 2 million.
Yeah.
But the 2
and
million.
invest it smart.
But the 2 million
It's
followers
true.
could get you more. It could be a residual.
It's
Well,
true.
2 million
Or not
followers, you could
residual, but
probably
it
get
can-
2 million followers too.
It probably almost works
Yeah.
like co in hand.
Yeah,
One-
but you gotta
one
work harder for it.
No, you could pay like a
Yeah, I guess no-
minimum wage, literally, to just do your socials and get it moving.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then if
right,
you
right.
throw
Hey,
parties or do
advertising.
fucking
Yeah.
whatever, but still, I mean, man, well, man, if you have
is
wait.
it taxable or not?
Oh shit, that's right, yeah. So okay, but here's the thing: is if you have 100,000 followers, you can get up to, depending on the company, I guess, you can get up to. Sorry, I hate when people point at me, but I'm totally pointing at you.
Sorry, I was doing it earlier too. I caught myself.
Yeah.
But help me out again.
I was really just following you there.
100,000 followers.
Yeah, so with
Yeah,
100,
right.
thank
I
you.
asked I
With-
even asked the question too.
with
That's funny.
with 100,000
Lost track.
followers, like I said, depending on the fucking company and shit, you can get up to $5,000 per post.
Right.
So like,
Whoa.
so if Nike
true.
is like, here, wear these fucking like Air Forces or whatever, and take a picture and like tell them what's up, and you have 100,000 followers, you could probably get $5,000 from them, right?
How
so
many
now if
posts
you,
need, though?
so if you have 2
No,
million, are you
just
doing math
one.
right now?
Just
one post
It's
is
one
five
post.
up
Yeah,
to.
but so 400 posts would get you 2 million. You could definitely do 400 posts.
That's what
But
people
think
like
about it. But
Kylie
no,
Jenner
but
and,
no,
like, the top
but here's the
people are
thing. But think
doing,
about
like-
this. I know a guy. He's actually in Ottawa. Fucking Ion's the goat or something like that. He fucking has pictures where he has multiple fucking, like, he's wearing Vans shoes.
Right.
He's wearing like these jeans.
Repping brand.
He's wearing this.
Oh,
He's
so
wearing
all in
this.
one picture,
And then
he's
he
getting
labels all the
brands
shit
to-
underneath what he's getting. Yeah. So if you think about it, I mean, I don't think he's getting anywhere near that money. But if you think about it, if you get fucking $5,000 from Nike and you get $5,000 from fucking Fenty or whatever the fucking,
Yeah.
what's her name? Rihanna's promoting that Fenty shit
Right,
or whatever.
yeah.
It's not Fendi, the Fenty.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? So if you get $5,000 here, $5,000 here, $5,000 here,
In
and
one-
that's for 100,000 followers.
Right.
So you have 2 million followers.
Yep.
That's 20 times the money.
If it
And-
actually works like that, because it all depends on like the CPM of the post. Like they cap it at a certain thing. Like
right.
just because
Either way, you're making.
Well, no,
enough
but
to,
but
like,
no, it's not how much you make off the post. It's how much the company will pay you
right.
to
Yeah.
do the post, right? And like, so, and I mean, you had mentioned before too, like, well, like these people need to be interested in you to like whatever. But I'm also assuming in this scenario, you're given 2 million followers that actually are engaging and like following
Of
you.
course, yeah. Ideally.
And there for that. So I
Yeah.
mean, like, because it's also like a hypothetical thing. But if
right.
you were just given
So
2 million
ideally, yeah.
followers, here you go. There's a good, like, just a random 2 million followers. There's a good chance that fucking Betty's gardening fucking page isn't gonna follow you after
Right.
that because it's like whatever.
She better
So I
fucking
get that.
follow.
So I get that. You know what I
Garden
mean? Like, you
shoots,
might
right?
end up with only 5% of those followers in the end because, like I said, Betty's gardening and fucking, you know, Erica's book club and fucking
Right.
whatever aren't gonna fucking follow you anymore. So like, you know, in that scenario, I would want the 200 or the $2 million. But if you were like, here's like a full like page that's already like everyone loves you and everyone's like following you, I'm 2 million followers.
Which is,
Imagine
I
if
would
it's
assume that's what it is, though.
A food
Yeah.
page.
I asking it, yeah.
A food page?
Food page. would be-
Man, my buddy
It would
takes
be, man.
crazy food pictures, and you wouldn't like he's always been a photographer like all like since like we were young and shit, taking pictures of cars and taking pictures of whatever the fuck, right?
Right.
Cars and sunsets and fucking
What
whatever.
you guys are
But
doing.
man, he even said the other day, he's like, man, I think I found my niche. Shows a picture of like whatever it was, like berries or some shit, and there's just like a thing of berries and a bunch of berries around it, and I'm like, that looks fucking like. That's really good.
Yeah.
You know, and like I'm sure, yeah, whatever. Some people are like, yeah, you just take a picture and edit
It
it,
looks
you know.
simple,
But it
right?
was like, I'm like, man, that was really good. But since then, he's posted 3 or 4 more pictures of like cupcakes. There was one today that was cupcakes and fucking this and that, and I'm
So
like,
it's, like,
man, I'm
small,
like, that's
delicate
really
things.
fucking good, man. I'm like,
yeah.
because he was taking pictures of like, he got like this little like wireless speaker,
Right.
and it has like it looks like a TV, and it has like a like
That's
not
cool.
a TV screen on it, but
Oh,
it has like
okay.
lights on the front of it or something like that.
Okay.
He's been taking pictures of it, but he'll take a picture of it with like his Transformers. Take a
Right.
picture of it with his like other like
Something
early 90s, late 80s like nostalgic fucking like
Model
He-Man,
or-
you know, or whatever, right? But then fucking once he started posting the food pictures, I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Like, that's really good. I don't know what we're talking about this, but
Hey man.
oh,
that's
food
cool.
page, yeah. But
Right,
no, but
yeah,
he would be,
pages.
yeah. Like, I was even gonna message him the one day and be like, man, like, other than fooling around and being like, haha, like, my niche is food. Like,
yeah.
do you want to take that for real? Do it, like.
Get them to take pictures of the poutines before you do reviews of them.
Oh,
And
true.
then you
Huh?
can be like, this is why I gave it this score for the look on it, because
Yeah.
it looks like shit.
Yeah,
it
true
looks
that.
fucking awesome. And like,
Yeah. Oh man, we
Yeah.
just did one, and I won't
We
give
did,
away
we
what I
got
gave
coming
it,
out.
but
What's up, buddy? Feeling
you'll like to see that one coming out.
It's at my feet.
Did
Yeah,
anyone? Did he
anyways.
get a close up yet? Let's give fucking let's give.
Dunk,
Can
come
we
here,
give
buddy.
Excuse me.
him a
Let's give
close-up?
Duncan a close up.
That's all you, G.
Come here, bud.
I got him distracted with the. With
It's
the
funny how
toy.
he's like making those sounds and then
He just wanted to play.
He
yeah.
doesn't fucking want any of this.
Wants to play. He's a big sucky, eh?
It's alright.
He
No
comes to the
doubt.
office every day.
Yeah.
The lady at the front,
Yeah.
receptionist, she basically stole.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He comes when we get there. He's like pulling. Trying to get,
Just trying to get to her. Yeah.
that's why he's so fat.
He's like, I found my woman.
Yeah.
I'm content. Yeah. No need to put on anymore.
I'm snacking on.
That's
the treats.
funny shit. Yeah. Attaboy Dunk.
Yeah, gang.
Attaboy Dunk.
What would he rather? $2 million
Yeah.
or too many followers?
Come on in.
He'd
Followers.
rather 2 million. Boom.
Yeah, what's going
Yeah.
on?
See your Uncle Brandon.
What's going
Here,
on,
watch
buddy?
the fucking.
Come on in.
Oh, sorry.
The dunk man,
No,
he's
no.
shaggy right now, eh?
That's what I was saying. He's fucking shaggy. I
Sounds
like
Might
it.
just
Hey,
had a
bud.
haircut last time
Eh?
I saw him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Hey,
I
bud.
had to trim his eyeballs.
Yeah, you give her a little
Yeah.
sit down.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
I guess.
Yeah, nice.
Saying what's up.
Nice
Back
sound
my
bite.
cup up. Hey, Duncan.
What are you saying?
What's up, buddy?
So we were actually wondering, what's your opinion on the shit? I was trying to think of something like
Going back down.
what's your on the diminishing.
Shout out Duncan.
I don't
What's
know.
your opinion on the Earth?
I was
Right, fuck.
I was gonna try and say something like yeah. Anyway.
Should we-
Shape of the
Yeah,
Earth.
and that's where we shut her down right now.
Yeah, and this is
That
rural.
one for yeah.
Shit. But I don't know where you want to go. I think Brandon's right.
Yeah, I think I'm
I don't
right.
know what you guys want.
We've already been on for 2 hours. I don't think we need to go for another fucking 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a good one, for sure.
Having me on.
Yo, I'm
Yeah.
glad you made it safe and sound, G.
Cheers, guys. Oh, did you not?
If
there's
you
a
guys-
fucking neutral for you, I forgot. Sorry, man.
Not bad. Fucking crank it.
But
Mind if- Here, wait. No, I'll wait.
yo,
Yeah,
follow us
okay.
in our story all night tonight.
Cheers, anybody?
Cheers.
Or
If you already
anyways.
have been, we're heading back to that Airbnb, and well, we're gonna try and
Any motherfucking word.
We're gonna get into it, basically.
I'm Sal's the Prophet.
show.
I'm Jonesy.
Oh, motherfuckers. We're the Basement Weirdos, and this is the 4G Audio Podcast. Thank you for tuning in, motherfuckers. Go check out
Yeah,
www.4gaudioPodcast.com. Get all your fucking information and all your merch. Gang, motherfucking gang.
You already know.
And thanks to fucking G for showing up.
Yeah, man.
Fucking right. We're about to get it fucking going. Thanks to fucking Duncan for showing up. Not cutting his
the
hair because I
all-star.
think that looks fucking gangster as fuck. Any motherfucking way. Like I said, we're out of here. Peace out. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah.
Much love, everybody.
Ciao. Ciao.
Catch y'all in the
week.
next one.
Peace.
Appreciate you.
Oh man, he's never getting. Oh.